Okay, it looks like we're live. Welcome everyone to the Residents of Evil Toys for Tots final stream of the year. Today we have joining us Nick Apostolides and his brother. Hello.
Yo, what's happening, everybody? Hope everyone's having a great holiday season. It's my little bro right here.
What's going on, guys?
We're just here for a good charity and a fun stream.
Awesome. We also have the ROE team joining us in a call. They're going to be chatting a bit as we trudge through Resident Evil 4 on professional difficulty. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get this started, and here goes.
All right.
Talk over each other and just get all crazy.
Yeah.
How's everyone doing? Merry Christmas. I know it's late, but thank
Yep.
you for being with us.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. Hopefully everybody had a safe and happy holiday. We appreciate you guys all coming by. And all proceeds from tonight's stream are going to the Marine Foundation Toys for Tots. So we're raising money for the kids that are less fortunate for the holidays. So if you have the means to donate, please do so. Our goal is $3,000, and we're currently crushed that at $5,400. So anything extra is going to the Toys for Tots. So thank you guys very much.
Yeah, this is an amazing charity. This was actually the very first thing I got involved with any online community way back in the day before RE2 even came out. I came across Residents of Evil probably sometime around like 2018, I think, and I saw them doing a stream for Toys for Tots, and I donated. They didn't know who I was, and that was my introduction to like this whole thing. So this is kind of special for me, and in this game is very special to me and my bro here because right, this is the one I introduced you to the franchise with because he was 9 years old, right? 9 years old when he played this.
Yep, this is the one that my mom wouldn't let me watch, but I would crawl down the hallway and peek through the door and watch him and my cousin play.
And then he was hooked forever.
That's awesome, man. That's a good one to start with for sure. And also for those that don't know, Nick Apostolides, he is the voice and motion capture for Leon Kennedy in the Resident Evil 2 remake. And I gotta give a huge shout out for that jacket. He is sporting the Leon Kennedy RE4 jacket right now.
You got this for me like what? Yesterday was Christmas.
Yep.
This was my Christmas present from David. This is so cool. So now I'm Santa Leon, and he is an elf villager.
The village Ganado.
That's awesome. So cool. That's a great Christmas present.
That's it right there. He's got the butcher knife.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, true, that's you.
You should have got your brown vest. Yeah.
So awesome.
Oh yeah, right there.
That's close enough. Dave, do the sound effects.
Do it, yeah.
They don't do that yet.
You guys can just dub over all the sound effects. You got the villagers and you got Leon. Good to go.
Yeah. See you going with the classic uniform. I like it.
I got
Yeah.
Osmond Sadler when he comes up. I got that one. I have a good Osmond voice, I promise.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
very practiced.
I've actually got a clip coming out from my channel at one point, and I'll share it on my social media. But I actually did Salazar's voice.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'll
That's
do,
awesome.
Yeah, I will send
I'll
it to
do
you
Ashley
guys.
I'll take care of Ashley's part.
Okay.
Oh god.
And I'll do the merchant.
Kenny, as I call her. She's Kenny from South Park.
So, Beggy, how many times have you beat this game?
This is actually my first Resident Evil game, like ever. Also,
What?
Really?
yeah,
Oh.
I played this. I played
First
the
playthrough.
absolute worst version of this to begin with on PlayStation 2. I know, unfortunate, but I did enjoy it very much. I thought it was an amazing game. I hadn't played Resident Evil at all before this. After this, I played 2, 3, and 1 remake. After 4,
Alright.
so
All right.
First time I played it, I was in Japan. I was just stationed out there, and it hadn't come out of the PS2 yet. I don't think it did, because I did buy it for the PS2 later, but I borrowed my buddy's GameCube in the barracks and went and bought this from the on-base store, the PX, and sat in the room for probably a week playing it nonstop. I was so mad when Remake 1 came out and it was only on the GameCube because I didn't own one. So, and then they released 4 on the GameCube. I was like, this is bullshit.
That's why I bought a GameCube, was for the Resident Evils. I was like, I don't really want one for anything else, but I'm gonna get it. And thankfully I did, because it was a great system. It had a lot of really good games on it.
that was the reason I didn't even have a GameCube initially either, because that Resident Evil made me want to get a GameCube. But then once they started porting them over to PS2, I was like, you know what? There's not really a reason right now to get a GameCube, And
For
then
sure.
4 was my first game. I've beaten this maybe 10 or 15 times, somewhere between there.
Oh wow,
But a lot, yeah.
that's good.
Me and Dave are probably on like what 40 at this point.
Jesus.
Maybe.
Real pros.
Separately, we're probably there.
Nick's gonna start his own YouTube channel and just do pro runs,
Just
ultimate
straight
speed
Resident
runs.
4.
Yeah,
It's a
All
good
Resident
game.
4.
It's a really good game.
it is.
Yeah,
It's
it
super
is.
addicting. This is probably the most addicting Resident Evil game I played as far as the gameplay mechanics and finding items and upgrading your weapons. Like it's just so fun.
It is, yeah.
I'm indifferent. I'm like, yeah, I like 4, but I like 3's replay value. But
The original 3 or remake 3?
The original 3. But I mean,
Okay,
4's,
yeah.
4's really good too. The first time I ever played it was I was in high school and I got it on the GameCube because I was so hooked on playing, the remake in 0. They were so good. Cookie,
Yeah.
cookie down.
Wait, I have a
Ow!
question real quick. Is anyone else weirded out that this guy was still alive?
No,
Does that happen?
Oh,
What the heck? Like, remember? Because this guy's standing in the hut, right? But then
Yeah,
this guy was supposed to have died a while ago. Why did he come back?
because you broke the game, Baggy. You
Apparently.
already broke it. Yeah. Let me give a
Happened.
shout out to some of the people here in the chat. We got David Taylor, My Chemical Ether, Gabriel, Army of 2, Jen. Thank you guys all so much for joining us. We appreciate it. We're going to get to some of your questions throughout the stream. So if you have any questions for any of us or Nick and his brother, feel free to ask. We won't be able to get to them all, but we appreciate it. Again, also all proceeds for tonight's stream, all super chats are going to Toys for Tots. So if you guys want to support the kids for the holidays that are less fortunate and you have the means to do so, we appreciate it. We got My Chemical Ether says, the Oreos have appeared.
Yes, they have.
Yes, they got to have those. That's Nick's signature. He's in the process of getting sponsored by Oreo, right, Nick?
I'm trying. I'm going to collect all the fan art that has been released over the past 2 years,
And send it.
and I'm going to send it to Capcom and send it to Oreo and just say, look, guys, we can do something here. You know,
Yeah,
I'm not a
let's-
businessman like that, but I think there's some potential. What do you think?
Yeah, I definitely. Everybody would appreciate some more Oreos in the Resident Evil series. Nobody can attest that.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. Mouse cursor on stream. We can fix that in a little bit. We just don't want Baggy to die right now to the chainsaw guy. Not too big of a deal right now. Yeah. My Chemical Ether also loves the Oreo meme that you have created, Nick. I think everybody does.
It's great. And Jen, my friend Jen Von Lee, I'm happy that I gave you an Oreo problem. It's not a problem.
Not a
It's a
problem.
wonderful thing. Magical.
Just enjoy it.
Enjoy it. That's right.
Yeah. Haven't seen you live in forever, says Lee. We actually been live every Saturday throughout the month for Toys for Tots. So this is our final event. This is going to be the big finale. So glad you could catch this one.
That was close. You got really close to that chainsaw.
I know. I'm trying to
Yeah.
make it get a little close, so.
It's getting
We
it.
have a
a
thrill.
lot.
I like the suspense.
I like it too.
Okay.
Oh, that. I'm over here. I'm like really into this right now.
Oh, me too.
oh no.
Oh, you got this. Come on, Becky.
Whenever I play RE4 on the hardest difficulty and those chainsaws come, I just start acting like Curly. I'm like, I'm out. Run away!
Oh,
She's not concerned about her back. Oh.
hey, we got some super chats here. I must have missed it. I'm sorry. Anonymous donated a £5 super chat to the Marine Toys for Tots Foundation.
Ooh,
Thank you so much,
thank you.
Anonymous. We appreciate the support. And it looks like you actually kicked off our donations for the tonight. So thank you, Anonymous, for the winner. And then Eagles says Resident Evil 4 is the best Resident Evil ever made. I think there's a huge fandom for this game.
That's true.
Yeah, there is. A lot of people were introduced to the series with this game, and that's
Yep.
why the nostalgia's there. I mean,
For sure.
Bro's sitting right here, and he's one of them. He loves this game. But I personally started with RE2 in '98. I don't know about you guys.
Same. That's the one that I think 2 and 4 are the biggest games in the series that got people into it. So everybody that has stories that I've talked with, like
Yeah.
your brother and your story, is very similar to my story. And I think that's why the community is so strong and we're all bond so well, because we all share a very similar way of how we got into the series.
Yeah, I actually have yet to find someone really that specifically got into Resident Evil from Resident Evil 3 original. Like, people got in with like 2 remake, 3 remake. That's like a whole different generation of fans, but like
Yeah.
original 3 didn't bring in a lot of people. It's mostly 2 and 4.
You know what it is? It's
Right.
our boy Leon Kennedy that's pulling everybody in. Thanks, Nick.
That's why he's still around.
Yep.
That's why I
just
still have a
kidding.
job.
Everything. and I'm sure there's a lot of people here that got in with other games. That's totally cool. And I know there's a lot of other fantastic characters in the series like Jill, Chris, Carlos, and that's why we love the series so much, is because of the stories and the
What
characters
do
we
we
could
have?
relate with.
24 games in the series now total.
Jeez.
Between
24,
all
yeah.
consoles, every game that's been
That's a
released.
lot.
So that's going to
Yeah.
be 25 for the 25th anniversary when Resident Evil 8 comes out.
Oh,
Nice.
shit, that's a good point. And I may be wrong on the number though. I think it's around
Yes.
that number. So, but that would
Probably
be
around
really,
there, yeah.
really interesting if it was.
Still
Yes,
doesn't
of
do
course, Unicomics, Rebecca as well. There's so many characters in the series that so many people love. And welcome, Uni.
Yeah, for me personally, I actually began the series with the original back in 1996.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, well, that's the thing. A lot of people never met somebody who did, and that's the thing. For me, I very rarely have met somebody who's played the first one. It's always two, because two and 4 have a very similar history in terms of advertising. Capcom went balls to the wall with both the original RE2 and RE4 when it came out.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's why it was so fucking crazy for a lot of people, and it was because it was so amped up, and rightfully so, because it was awesome.
Did you say you started with the original?
The original one, the original Resident Evil 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
You must have been like 2 years old, Tony.
No, I was actually.
Probably
That
what,
was-
10? 9? 9 or 10?
Yeah, I think it was like 8 or 9.
He was 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was 4.
He couldn't walk, but he could play RE1.
Played Resident Evil 4.
I
That's
just
4.
remember walking into the store and seeing it, not knowing what it was. I didn't see any advertisement for it, and I went to buy it, and the guy goes, "Oh, you're gonna have your parent buy this. Apparently, it's a very violent game." Wow. So my dad came into the store and everything, and the guy goes, "Yeah, you have to buy this for your son. And I don't think this is something you should want a young child playing." And my dad goes, "My son knows what's real and what's not."
I think that was the best way to.
That's
to
a
do
good
that,
dad right there.
Yeah.
Again, he's the guy who had me watching Die Hard at age 3.
Well, no, hold on a minute here. If there was a real zombie outbreak, I think you should be prepared to take them on. So it is good training, right?
It's very good training.
He might be headed towards one, so I think all of us right now, we're pretty suited for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Those villagers are so pissed off at you, Becky. You keep knocking their ladder down.
She's just messing with them at this point.
Yeah, just trolling them.
Yep. It's great.
You learn. No ladders.
So Brian, Baggy's actually playing right now, because if it was myself playing, I would not be able to do professional, and I probably would have been dead already. Awesome, you guys are playing Resident Evil 4. Hell yes. I started with the original Resident Evil, but this was years after it came out. Yeah, that's cool, man. I love Resident Evil 2 Remake, and Resident Evil 2 Classic was my first game. That's cool, DPC. I thought they did a fantastic job with the Resident Evil 2 Remake, as far as modernizing it, but still keeping the essence of what made it so special. I really enjoyed Resident Evil 2 Remake.
I thought it was, and even 3, both were well done. Yeah, in hindsight, there's things we would have liked to have seen added, or
Yeah.
maybe the game stretched out in length. But as games, if they didn't have a predecessor that we were holding it to, both the games are still very well done.
Yeah.
They're damn good. I mean, from the acting point, Nick and your fellow cast members, to the gameplay itself, I really love the RE engine. It was really cool to be back in those environments and seeing how beautiful they are in these new engines with all the new graphics and new
They
features.
are awesome.
They're
I
pretty.
can't wait to see the RE engine on the PS5.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
it's
it's
gonna be really
gonna
pretty.
glorious.
Oh my gosh.
Well, apparently for Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition, it's fucking beautiful. from
Yes,
what
I
I've been
played that in the PS5, and it is it's honestly, gameplay wise, it's also one of the greatest experiences I've ever had, on console, visually
yeah.
and sound wise, because the sound is very, it has so much depth to it. It sounds really good.
Devil May
Yeah.
Cry is so beautiful.
So I don't mean to put you on the spot, Nick, but if we put a donation goal for Toys for Tots, would you be willing to do a challenge? I think I got a good challenge for you.
Oh God.
It is totally up to you.
It depends on what it is and what I have here. What are you
Okay.
talking?
All right.
Yeah.
So
I'll give
hear
you a
me out.
maybe.
So let's do our first challenge of the night for Toys for Tots. $50. So far we're at $5. If we hit $50, will you stuff 5 Oreos into your mouth at a time?
Yes, he will.
That's no challenge. I did it this morning.
Let's do
Oh,
10.
never mind.
Let's do 10. 10. Okay, so 10 Oreos. Do you accept, Nick?
Well, I'm just kidding. I didn't do 5 this morning, but I don't know if I can fit 10 up. My mouth isn't that big. I'll do,
Do as many.
I'll do 5.
Okay, 5 Oreos. So if we can hit $50 for Toys for Tots, we're already at $5.
Oh,
Nick will
shit.
stuff 5 Oreos in his mouth.
Okay.
So you guys got the challenge. Everybody knows. Nick,
Oh, shit.
Nick will do it if we hit $50 for Toys for Tots, guys. Let's
I'll make
raise
sure
that
of
money
it.
for the kids.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God, we have exactly
Exactly 5.
It was
We have
fate.
we have 5.5 Oreos left.
There we go. John
That'll be
John
it.
Benez upgraded membership to Row Squad Alpha Team. Thank you so much for your support. Spam those custom emojis. You've unlocked them, John. And that is a $10 tier level. So we're at $15 right now for Toys for Tots.
I think
then-
you're
oh.
more than that.
Anonymous donated $20.
Oh,
Thank
fuck.
you so much, Anonymous. So we're at
Get ready,
35. 35. I'm
There
going to get a pen and a paper.
another 5 after that too from
$5. Anonymous again. Thank you so much. Okay,
I
so
see.
we're at 40. $10 away from Nick doing the first challenge.
Oh, hey, welcome to Unicomics. Unicomics actually drew the avatar that I use on my Twitter handle right now.
Yes.
What's up, Uni?
He's
How you doing?
also the
He's
artist.
CSTA. I saw your message up there. You had asked, you retracted it, but I did see it. You asked if Nick and his brother Dave have played RE3 Remake yet, and the answer is no. You guys have
No,
plans
so-
for the future?
So here's the thing. I know maybe some of you are joining, and you know the story that I bought RE3 Remake the day it was available, but I had to wait all these months because I was not home in Boston because of the pandemic. But now that I'm home and with David, we can play. So we're gonna recap. We're gonna play 2 again, just to get like refamiliarized and everything. We might even play the OG RE3, and then we'll dive into it. And we're probably gonna stream the first playthrough. I'm very excited. I've been waiting for a long time, and I can't wait to play it because now I'm good friends with the whole cast of RE3, and I've been staying away from spoilers, so I can't wait.
Man, they're
That's
good people.
Yeah.
I really.
They're awesome.
Everybody else before we came into it with the row was 7 was our first initial Resident Evil that we dove into as a team, and to the rest, everyone else from the franchise is amazing. But just the cast members from 7, 2 Remake, and 3 Remake over the last few years, you guys are incredible. Seriously,
Yeah.
your love for the series, and not just the series, but the fans wanting to be part of this big cohesive family you have for Resident Evil has been amazing to see. I can't tell you how much I appreciate everything you guys do.
Well, thank you. I mean, it's just Capcom started to cast huge fans.
Yeah, that was smart. Definitely. Yeah, you guys are awesome.
all the VO
fans
actors
are now
in the past
aged.
they've been super talented, all the VO actors, but I think they're casting more fans nowadays, and it makes a
exactly.
big difference.
Yep, and I agree with that. I think, and we see it. Talking to you guys, spending time with you guys, how much you love the series like we do.
I mean, how much more love can Nick give? He dressed up as Leon for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is actually Santa
Embodied.
Leon.
Santa
Santa-
Leon.
Santa Leon and the elf Granado.
Okay.
I mean,
And-
yeah, and we had what do you call it there? I know Jolene wants to dress up as Ada at one point. We got Stephanie, she dressed up as Claire, and Nicole, she did Jill. And I'm
Yeah.
kind of hoping we can get Jeff to do Carlos at one point.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think he'd be down for that.
So, big news, guys. Anonymous donated £10 super chat, which puts us at $50. We hit our first goal of the night. And another shout out to Keegan Meese, who donated $10. Thank you so much, Keegan and Anonymous. Because of that, we are now at $60 for tonight's stream. And Nick Apostolides is going to do the first challenge, which is eating 5 Oreos at a time. For the kids. Thank you, everybody.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
There you go. You got the Leon Kennedy right there.
Oh my god. My mouth is not that big, really. Well, we're gonna.
You're gonna have to make do.
I mean,
Promise.
you can do one at a time if it makes it easier for him. We don't
Please
want him to
don't, please don't choke.
Who do you think I am, Tony?
No, come on. I don't know. I don't know the Heimlich.
It's gonna be tougher than I expected when I made the challenge.
All right. Hey. Yes. Yes, Eli Clark, for the kids.
For the game.
For the kids.
My heart is pounding right now. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah! Let's go!
I don't think it's possible.
He's got this!
That is a
You might have
lot.
to bite down on some of them.
Chew
and
a
then
little bit.
just
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah.
Put him in sideways.
It's
You gotta-
he
you
did
gotta-
it though.
you gotta-
Like it's there.
Yeah, you put
There
it
you
in
go.
vertically.
There. You know, you just about got
In a
it. Come on.
stab.
Oh my god. For the kids, let's all give up for Nick
Yeah!
Apostolides there.
There
Yeah.
it is! Yes!
You did it.
It looks
Hell
like he's
yeah.
got teeth. Like weird cartoon teeth.
It does. It looks like a fake smile.
Oh my god!
I love the chew on that comment. In the...
Yeah!
Oh, that's amazing. I would have felt so bad if you would have choked.
And say it, dudes. Oh no.
That man's an animal. Oh god, that was great.
Uni. The voice Leon. Now he's got no mouth.
I didn't think of
still
that.
do motion capture. You don't need a mouth for that.
There you go. Epic Oreo challenge.
That's so dry.
Oh yeah.
Get that man some milk.
Yeah.
All right, please, everybody in the chat, give up for Nick. Let's get a round of applause. Yeah. Got it.
Who on that? The overgrown son of a bitch.
Yes.
I understood that perfectly.
That was awesome.
That was amazing.
I didn't think I was gonna make it, but
Yeah, it was looked way more challenging than I originally had thought when I set the challenge.
I got nervous.
I did
Yeah.
too a little bit.
Remember when you were thinking of making him do 10?
Yeah, but he said he does 5, no problem. There it is.
Oh my god.
Chunky.
Ew.
Wow, that was tough.
Oh my god. Anonymous. Thank you for that. Another $10 super chat from Anonymous, putting us
was
at
hard.
$70 for the stream. And give it up for our boy Nick. Thank you so much, everybody.
Baggy crushing the game right
Yeah,
now.
Baggy too. Another round of applause
Yeah,
for Baggy.
knock on wood, I don't jinx you here,
Yeah.
but shit pro over here.
Wow, that sounds. Oh my god, just like that. That was uncanny.
Yeah, I can't do that, but I do like the the ones on the island with that, like, it was like the pigeon coo weird fucking thing.
Yeah. These are the big armored guys, right?
That's the best noise. in the
Maces.
whole
That
game.
was.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I knew when you did that sound, I knew exactly what you were doing. That was spot on.
There we go. My Chemical Ether. Question for everyone. Out of all the games in this series, which one is your least favorite and why?
I know mine. Nick, go
Which one's
first.
yours? We'll start with you.
Me?
JJ.
Oh, me? Okay.
We'll finish with Nick.
Operation Rat. No. Umbrella Corps. Sorry, I got to confuse that first. Umbrella Corps is the worst game. It was broken. It wasn't a lot of fun. There was nobody online when they came out on PC. The servers, I had to wait a half hour. I gave it a shot, and it didn't feel like Resident Evil to me. I appreciate when they try something new, but I just wasn't. It's not for me. That's my least favorite Resident Evil game.
Yeah, I agree. That game is probably my least favorite as well. And then, you know what? I can't say I like all of them. I still play it. Umbrella Corp, and then also Operation Raccoon City. I still play those. When we do team streams, we make it fun because we do it together. But as a game itself, it's not even a Resident Evil game. It's just some weird, experiment. And Capcom does that. Obviously, they experiment a lot. That's why we get some classics like RE4,
Yeah.
or Devil May Cry, which was supposed to be RE4. We get some unique games out of it, but man, Umbrella Corps was just not good.
Not good.
It's really not. It's not what we want from Resident Evil.
I kind of like the plot elements that are in it. I like what it's attempting to do.
Yeah.
Just don't like how actually playing it.
Yeah.
On paper, it sounded interesting.
What do you think, Tony? Which one's your least favorite?
Probably. No. I mean, if we're not saying like Umbrella Corps, fuck it, yeah, it's Umbrella Corps.
Okay. Is this unanimous?
Well, I mean, it's just there really isn't like. I mean, even if you look at something like Resident Evil Gaiden, I respect what Gaiden did because it was so new.
Yeah.
But
Story
Leon-
for
I felt that Umbrella Corps was just like a cheap cash in on the multiplayer experience without all the love,
Yeah.
I get sports scene.
Real quick before we get into the next one, I want to give a shout out to Eli Clark, who donated $5 to Toys for Tots. Thank you. And
Thank you, Eli.
HR Zone 2 donated another $5, which puts us at, for this stream alone, we're at $80 for Toys for Tots. And overall, we're now at like 5,500. So thank you guys so much.
Amazing.
Nah.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
Thank
Or the kids. All right, now we'll get into the who's
Nick?
next on Nick?
Well, I got a kind of like a better question because I'm curious. What about the numbered titles?
Number
Oh,
least
The
favorite.
numbered. If you gotta
That's a-
stick to the numbered ones.
6
I like that. 6.
as the worst game in my
Yeah.
opinion. Yeah.
My least favorite Resident Evil of the numbered titles, 6.
4. No, just kidding.
At least he's honest.
It's definitely 6. But like, I've grown to like appreciate what 6 tried, and there are a lot of things to love about it. And the content for like Mercenaries and No Mercies in that is really a lot of fun. I've been playing a lot of it on the Switch lately.
It was ambitious. It could have
Yeah.
been a lot better. What about Nick? What's your least favorite of all, and what's your least favorite numbered?
There were just a couple of those extras I didn't play, the unnumbered ones.
Yeah.
I actually loved Revelations 2. I thought was really underrated.
I love
That's
that
my
game.
least
So
favorite,
good.
but a couple I missed. But I would just say, like, I really do appreciate what 6 tried to do as a game, but I think they lost the Resident Evil soul.
Yeah, actually, that is a really good way to explain it, because I was just about to say, choose your words carefully, because if they're eyeing you up for Leon in the future remake, but you worded that really well. You appreciate what they were doing, but it lost
This
its
guys
soul.
over here just trashing our company, saying what he's
Oh, it's a super ambitious game, and
Yeah,
in the way that they intertwined really 4 different stories.
Yeah.
If you think about Ada's campaign, they intertwined them all, especially in the main 3 campaigns. That was awesome. The fact that they had 4 different game styles of play.
Yep.
Pretty much. That's pretty awesome. And they had a lot of characters in there. So it was a well done game. It's just, when they went to 7, I just felt like that was the biggest return to form, was when they went to 7 and what RE was always all about.
Completely
Yep.
agree. Same.
You know, and that's why when I saw the trailer for 7 way back when, it came out of nowhere, and I was like, yes, this
Dude.
is RE again. Like,
Yes.
that's how I felt, and that's why I feel 6 was probably one of the weakest.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Completely.
I think it was action heavy. You know, it's just everything felt so streamlined. You know, we were used to years of backtracking for things that you dropped, you know, or finding an item chest because you needed a key to unlock something. But then, and even 5, you know, got away from that a little bit. But 6, when it came out, it was all on a rail. You follow this line, you kill everything in front of you.
Yes.
You know, it really just wasn't that much of a Resident Evil game. But it was great to see some of the fan service of having characters come back or characters mix with each other for the first time, you know, on screen in a game. So that was all great. But, like, you know, it just is the weakest of the Resident Evil numbers.
And to that, I want to add that I know there's a lot of Resident Evil fans that love Resident Evil 6 and these games that we're saying we're not the biggest fans of, and that's totally fine. Like, the Residence of Evil is a home to all Resident Evil fans. So we share our opinions, but we're respectful. If you like these
No, we're not.
games, if you like these games, that's totally cool. We're all on the same team here. We enjoy them all for what they are, and we appreciate even the ones that we're not the biggest fans of. But I do want to give a huge shout out to Planet Nelly, who donated a $50 super chat to Toys for Tots. Please, let's all get up to Planet Nelly. That is huge. And then another one down here, Michael McNiven donated $15 to Toys for Tots. So thank you so much, Michael, which now puts us at $145 for tonight's stream for Toys for Tots. Thank you guys very much.
That's awesome. And what's up? I want to say hi to Planet Nelly. I'll be doing like an interview podcast with her and her team as well. And she's actually ordered a commission off of me. So we'll in the new year, I'll be doing a really cool Sheva commission, and I can't wait because Sheva is a personal crush of mine. David can attest to that.
Oh,
Yes, I can.
Yeah,
I love her.
Sheva was great, yeah, for sure. That's cool. That's really cool.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you guys so much. And then I had seen a question here. It's gone. But anyways, they're all saying Baggy, you're killing it. So good job, Baggy.
Thanks. It's been a while, but I still have like muscle memory. I learned this game after I played it on the PlayStation 2 in a weird way because I had the early PC version where you could only use the keyboard, and I got really used to that muscle memory, and now I'm using that same thing.
You're doing the keyboard?
I'm only doing keyboard because that's the way I just learned to play.
I find when I watch speed runs with the keyboard, because I do watch them from time to time, it's like, you know how they have those YouTube videos you watch, like ASMR?
Yes.
When I watch speed runs and I just hear the keyboards, mechanical keyboards clicking, it's like that therapeutic ASMR for me. I like hearing people who actually can get good at the keyboard.
I stuck at it myself. I've always been
I'm
a
not.
console controller guy.
Same here.
It's so satisfying about, you know, mechanical keys and the tapping and clicking. It's just like, it's such a good sound.
I like that too, yeah. And just
I think,
like
the
aiming
only
with the mouse
game
in
that
this
I
game
really
is
would
weird.
play, like, considering with like a PC, it's not really a PC, it's the Dreamcast. It's called Typing of the Dead. It's House of the Dead, but you use
yeah.
yeah, you use a keyboard because the Dreamcast had a specific keyboard made for that game. And instead of like, you know, you go through House of the Dead 2, but instead of using a gun, there's a keyboard strapped to the front of you. And you just, like, as the monsters come near, you just type the words out. It's crazy.
Yeah, that was a good move, Big. I like that. Shoot him when he lights it, and then kick
And then,
him off.
yeah, it's pretty efficient.
It's like that was the this is Sparta right there. But yeah, I remember that one. That was like, there's so many typing games that I remember as a kid that I just so badly wanted to play, but was never allowed to, or I would get like 5 minutes in school to sit on Mario type. But I remember the House of the Dead one because I love House of the Dead. That's one of my all-time favorite arcade games.
Oh, hell.
And
Wait, you just Mario's teaches typing. Is that what it was?
Yep, Mario teaches typing.
That's my cousin's old Macintosh.
Yep, we had it in one school I went to. I went to a lot of schools growing up. We were moving a lot, but I remember one had some Macs, and we were allowed to do some typing on there, and they had that, and you would get like 5 minutes is the most you were allowed to play it. I would always get mad because I wanted to get into it, you know, as a gamer.
Jeff, we House of the Dead, I think it was either 2 or 4 in the arcades, in the, like the local arcades. Me and my buddy, we got drunk one night and we made it a point to beat it. We went with like $50 of quarters, and we're like, we're not leaving until we beat House of the Dead. And they tried to kick us out of this place, and we're like, we're at the final level. It's fine. It took us like another half hour. They were pissed at us, but we finally won. And that's my claim to fame.
That's,
We beat House of the Dead in the arcades.
Have you guys heard of the Round 1 arcades?
Yeah, mine's closing
Oh, is
down
it
near
fine?
me, unfortunately.
Oh, no. Yeah, they're Japanese themed arcade. They have, you know, so many games in there, and they have Japanese style like photo booths, and you know, if you've been to Japanese arcades, there's a lot of fighting games where you sit across from each other. It really feels like walking into a Japanese arcade. And they had the Silent Hill rail shooter, light gun shooter in it.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing. Me and my buddy Sev, we there you can pay like $20 and you get an hour of unlimited play on certain games, and it's a lot. There's a lot of games. That, so we've done that to like Alien, one of the shooter Alien ones, but we made it a point that night that we were going to beat the Silent Hill light rail shooter, and sure enough, it took us a full hour, but we sat there nonstop, just swiping and shooting, swiping and shooting.
It's awesome.
It was awesome, man. It's good memories. Or
Those games are good. Even like Time Crisis, it brings me back to those
Right.
memories too.
Area
Those are good
51.
games.
Wait, what was it? Yeah, Nick, Dave, do you guys remember a shooter game in the arcade called Lethal Enforcers?
Of course, that was one of the originals.
Yeah, it was!
And that's with like the blue and orange gun, right?
Yep, the Justifier.
Yeah,
Just Fire, that's right.
those are
I
classic.
actually have that for the Genesis and the Sega CD.
Really?
I used to
Oh,
play. I used to
cool.
play that and in Area 51 in the arcades.
Oh, that game was tough as hell.
Yeah.
I never beat that because that was one of the, in my opinion, an unfair shooter, because no matter what you did, you still got hit. So it was like, this thing is literally just made to eat your quarters. Unlike, you know, Virtual Cop or Lethal Enforcers, where you actually shoot something, you can actually stop from being hit. But
Right.
Area 51, I just felt that like no matter what happened, you were gonna get hit.
Yeah, that game was a quarter. It just ate you up. I remember. I think I was in high school. You know, Chuck E. Cheese, and there's another version of that in Texas called Peter Piper Pizza. It's more towards teens and adults, but it's got the kids games. But you know, they've got shooter games in there. They got fighting games, all that stuff. And there was like a lock-in. I think it was like after a parade that we were in. They did a lock-in, and we were there until 7 in the morning, just eating pizza and drinking sodas. But all the games are free. So we sat there all night playing House of the Dead 1 until we beat it. And I remember that. Me and my buddy Nick, we just sat there all night. I mean, literally all. That was awesome, man. Lock-ins were fun. Why don't we do those as adults? Can't you rent like a place and just lock it down for the night and just hang out there all night?
That would be awesome. That would be
Yeah,
awesome.
that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, round one, like the one that's near me, it's about like a 40-minute drive from my house. They're closing in January, sadly, because they're in a mall. And of course, we all know if you have a business in a
Sucks.
mall, you're paying out the ass. And what's going on right now, you ain't
Yeah.
gonna unfortunately get
All
it.
those places are hurting. Movie theaters, arcades, all that stuff where you go out and just hang out with groups of people, and that's all unfortunately just suffering right now.
Well, AMC theaters are doing a very interesting thing. You can rent out like an entire theater for like $100 for like one movie or something like that.
Yeah. all that.
And the first thing I thought of,
$100.
$100, big screen TV. I could play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on this damn thing.
Hell yeah.
How are they making any money if it's $100?
Yeah, right.
That doesn't seem right. Yeah, because ticket prices are like 20 to 20, or no, about $10 to $15 a person.
Yeah,
you
I
get
mean,
a
like
huge group.
it's what they're doing. Like I guess like they it must have been some kind of deal they worked out because I saw the thing saying that that's what it was. It was $100 for like for like one movie or something like that. So
That's
If
not
we
bad.
if we do another meetup, you know, we go to a patch or something, and that's still an option, we should try doing that.
We 100% should try doing that and play
We'll
Resident
fill the
Evil with
theater
everybody.
Exactly. Everybody hang out. We'll hook up Resident Evil to it, and we'll play it on the theater.
I agree.
that'd be
Everybody gets
badass.
together, we hang out, we play Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I'm down.
Yeah,
do
I
it.
heard that as well.
Yeah.
Yes, Becky understands.
Huge
Hey,
shout
real
out to
quick, big shout out to Jeff Marcotte donated $20.
Profit.
Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that support. That puts us at $165 for Toys for Tots just for this stream so far. So thank you,
Not
guys.
bad. Thank you.
Jeff.
All
All right.
faithful. That's our, you know, our OGs right there. Profit, Proxy.
Yep. Yeah.
Old Faithful, and you guys are always there. Love you.
Appreciate all your support, guys.
Becky, I'm just like, you're cruising. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, she is untouchable in this.
I was getting hit in that room because everyone was throwing just crap at me, so I just left and didn't want to deal with it. Okay, I'm also gonna leave here. See ya.
So
Becky,
the thing is,
you do knife only runs in RE2 remake?
That is no. That
You
is
should.
really difficult. That actually, I like the dodge mechanics in 3, and they make me kind of like want to do a knife only run in 3 because you could dodge around and stuff. But 2
Yeah.
doesn't have that mechanic where you get really rewarded. You get extra frames to slash people if you do a perfect dodge. So, sorry, I think I'm spoiling things. You were talking about how you're.
You
no.
spoiled everything. You just ruined my Christmas.
Oh
idea.
no.
Oh,
I'm just
Just
kidding,
remember,
Becky.
Christmas
Okay.
may be over, but it's only 83 days till spring,
yeah.
Damn right.
That's a card.
You're an optimist, Tony. I love it.
Yep.
which is complete opposite of how I usually am. It must be the holiday in spirit. I don't know.
He's got the holiday spirit. He must have just watched Die Hard today.
Actually, I watched that on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I watched it.
Perfect.
You should tell them about the nonstop Ethan Must Die run-throughs.
Oh yeah. So my bro and I we played the crap out of 7 when I was home for Thanksgiving, just for a shorter time, so we didn't have time for 3. But we played 7 again just to revisit it, and we played all the DLCs, and we finally beat Ethan Must Die. Has anyone here played that DLC, Ethan Must Die?
A little bit.
I think I played a little bit of it. Yeah.
You probably haven't beat it.
No. I think I gave up on it.
That is one hell of a challenge.
Yeah.
We died probably, I don't know, 250 times trying to beat that. It took
Oh
us
my
like
God.
4 nights because
Wow.
everything has to be. It's like catching lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
I'm a good gamer, but I'm not a fucking
Pro.
beast.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not like a beast like I've seen some streamers. And we tried so hard, and we finally beat it, but it took a long time. That is a tough one.
Probably took us about 40 hours in 4 straight days.
Wow.
Maybe a little bit less. It was a lot.
Very hard to survive that one.
I wonder if
That's
they took...
why. Oh, I'm sorry. What was that, Becky?
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, I wonder if they just scrapped that name from Devil May Cry, like the Ethan Must Die. That's like
That's
there's
right.
a Dante
Dante
Must
Must
Die difficulty in those games. It's
Maybe.
extremely
Yeah.
difficult.
There's a lot of like crossover with their games.
I think that's really cool, like that mode, because the game lets you save as much as you want. And the classic Farmia Resident Evil games, you had a limited amount of ink ribbons you could use, and it's that challenge of and overcoming that challenge is what is so rewarding, and it makes the game so much fun. So while you're playing it and you're frustrated, it's so rewarding once you finally beat it. And I think games nowadays maybe hold your hand a little too much, and a little mix of that challenge is always
I love the
welcome.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I appreciate Nintendo games, NES, because some of those games were freaking
They're
impossible.
so difficult.
Like look at Double Dragon. Like there was like no health
Oh my god.
anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that's good. I like that.
Exactly.
Oh, actually, speaking of Double Dragon, Nick, I don't know if you saw, but they ported from the PS3 and 360 finally after like 8 years, a game called Double Dragon Neon.
Really?
Yeah, it was a newer game. It's totally 80s. It's totally balls to the wall, crazy bonkers action. You and Dave got to play it because it's. I think you can play online if you both got a Switch.
We will totally check that out. But Unicomics just posted Ghouls and Ghosts remake, and yes, we saw that trailer, and it's like Capcom, yes. We love
Music
that
too,
game. We
music.
love
Oh.
that game so much. Can't wait.
That's a
um,
good, I've never beaten that.
Oh,
They're
Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
It's hard.
You
It's
should.
real
You
hard.
Oh,
should
it's
play that
extremely
game. It's
difficult.
awesome.
Miss Audie wants to know. Yes, that is the RE4 Leon jacket that Nick is wearing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
And then I saw a question up here earlier that was interesting. I gotta go back and find it here. Jan Benes. I don't think I'm saying that right. It's got a little T on top of the S. Jan Benes wants to know, what is your favorite Stars member? Theirs personally is Bill. Goodbye, Barry and Jill.
Bill.
Who's Bill?
Bill?
I like this Bill guy.
Bill's the new guy, you know.
Yeah.
Their personal favorite is Barry and Jill, the dynamic duo.
Yeah.
And that's hard to get through. What the hell? Anyways,
is that a question for us?
yeah, the question: which is your favorite Stars members?
Oh hell, Barry. I have a man crush on Barry. I love him. I've always loved him.
Just
Ginger.
the big goofy dude that was kind of like a dad, I guess, in the series. And he's,
He really is, yeah.
He has dad jokes in Revelations 2 for crying out
Yeah.
loud.
True. Oh my
Yes, he
god.
Break out the
In-
beer and
in-
nachos.
was
SD Perry's
awesome
books,
too
he always
in
felt more of a
Revelations
dad
2.
character.
I love him in that game.
Yeah.
But in
So
in
much.
RE5 Mercenaries, I mean, he's my man.
Oh, he's great in that.
The headbutt and the gun bash.
Yeah.
He's just. I'm not worthy.
yeah, no.
I love when he puts down like the landmines in the thing and he goes, I have this. I'm like,
Yeah.
they actually did
They
it.
put it in. That's amazing.
Just so that he could say that. They like know their fan base's love for these cheesy lines. Like it's
Yeah.
a dependency now.
I was shitting my pants when I first experienced him at the end, especially in our Revelations 2. His one-liners and his like cinematics at the end, I was like, yes, Barry.
So awesome. I love
So
that.
kicked ass.
I love that scene like where she's like, are you sure you don't need my help, Dad? And he's like, I'll always need you, but for now, I have this. And he does that slow walk, action hero walk towards Wesker.
Yeah.
So
This
badass.
is the
I was
best.
dying. I was.
That
really
part
dying.
was funny.
We gotta play
It's
that
why
game.
it's why I hate that like nobody gives a damn about Revelations 2. People shit on it, and I'm like, it's
Yeah.
such a good game. It's like it
Revelations
might not
2.
be what a lot of people wanted, but it gives so much throwback
Yeah.
to the older games.
I like
which
the
a lot of
lore.
fans have wanted.
Of it too.
Plus, you could play it co-op too, which is even better.
Yeah.
I was always kind of thrown off by like Revelations 1 gave you a partner, but you could never actually play with them.
Right.
And
It's
I thought,
weird.
oh, maybe it's a 3DS limitation. We'll see. And then like PS3 did it, and then you still couldn't do it. So I'm like, what the hell is the point of having a partner? Because like when Chris is at that final battle with Jill, all he does is just blindly shoot that monster. He doesn't even hit. I'm
Yeah,
like,
he's just worthless.
I'm just getting knocked to the ground, and I'm like, Chris, will you please do something? You're supposed to be a marksman.
Can't get his gun up to aim because of his massive biceps.
True.
Yeah, he's a lot of
Muscles,
them.
Big
they're
chimpy
too
arms.
big.
Muscles are too big. Yeah, Rev 2's it was interesting because they put out Rev 6 and then Rev 2 within a couple years within each other, and then 7 just came out of nowhere. But it felt like they were trying to go down this path of getting back to the horror elements, but it was still very much what they were doing with Resident Evil 6 and Resident Evil 5, and then you kind of felt like that was the road they were taking, and all of a sudden 7 hits and it's just completely shifted everything. I mean, first person, different family, different characters. It was nuts. It was
Yeah.
so
No,
weird.
But if you guys have paid attention, I've recently played Revelations 1 and then 2. Revelations 1 came out shortly before 5. I believe that's
Yeah.
correct, right?
Yep.
So
in the
if you
timeline.
look at the game mechanics, I think Revelations 1 served as a test ground for what they wanted to do with 5. And then Revelations 2 came out shortly before RE2 Remake. And
Yep.
I think 7 was kind of its own thing, but they borrowed some elements of the gameplay from 7, like a lot of the menu, the clicks,
Right.
the reticles, and all that. They borrowed
Some
some
of
of
the-
that from 7. A lot of the game, the game style, the movement of the characters, that came straight from Revelations 2. That was a testing ground for RE2 Remake.
Wow.
Yeah, no,
Like-
it does. Yeah, I
If
think
you play them back to back, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Actually, if you look at Revelations 1 and Resident Evil 5, they have very, very similar animations for some of the characters. Even like Jill opening a door has the exact same motion as
Yes.
Revelations as Sheva. And you could like see that very clearly.
did it,
It was-
wasn't Revelations came out was the first Resident Evil game to come out after 5, because 5 came out in 2009,
Yeah.
and
Well,
then
it came out
Revelations.
It came out after 6 because like I think the thing was Capcom like knew 6 wasn't what people wanted, so they started going back to the horror roots, and I think it was like 2013. I want to say it was
2012. Revelations 1 came out in 2012. And it was actually, that was the same year that Resident Evil 6 came out, was 2012.
Yeah, it came out shortly after. Yeah, because oh wait, no. RE6 was October. Revelations RE. Let's see. I'm checking that right now.
But you could see like this.
Oh wow, no, Revelations. Resident Evil Revelations came out January 26, 2012.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like big gap in there, but hey, props for getting 2 Resident Evil games in 1 year.
But
I remember that. I worked at GameStop when that happened.
I think they were developing at the same time though, because somehow because 5 was so similar to Revelations 1.
Oh yeah, like it was. Like they used the style from 5.
Mm-hmm.
And
maybe I was wrong.
Because 5 came out in 2009.
Basically, what they did is they had 4, and they're like, let's do 4, but with co-op. And then so you see a lot. You see 4 kind of escalated as far as like the punching and how fast-paced it is with 5. And then they're like, all right, for Revelations, we're gonna try to go a little creepier, a little slower, but we're gonna still have a lot of those mechanics that we already established. And then they put that up for the 3DS, which was geared for the 3DS, and they ported it over to consoles. But that's why those games feel very similar to each other.
Surprising, because it didn't feel like it was. I mean, I know it came out in the 3DS, but playing it on a console, because I didn't play it on the 3DS, I couldn't tell a difference that it was made for a handheld. It felt like it was something that was produced for console as well.
Yeah, they did a really good
That's
job
true.
when it came to that. It's kind of like when they ported, what was it, like Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker from the PlayStation Portable to the PS3, and it was friggin' beautiful. They did the same thing, like they up-resed everything, and they did a really good job with it. I just didn't like raid mode in the first Revelations because like you had to grind to level up in that. Where you play Revelations 2 and raid mode in that, you get a lot further in it, and you get rewarded a little bit easier. It's not it's not like you're grinding in like an old Pokemon game or even like the first Final Fantasy 7.
That was a fun game though. Revelations 2, I liked it.
Oh god, yeah, no, it was so like I could play that whenever. And like I said, when you play with a friend, it's so cool.
The
I really liked their
cinematics-
bonus mode. It was good too. It was a lot of fun.
But their cinematics, especially at the end, were so well done.
Yeah,
They were.
I love the Alex Wesker cinematics so much.
Yeah.
So much. I love when Barry finds him and he's like, 2 Weskers? You gotta be shitting me. It's like such a funny line.
That blew my mind when I saw that. Like, and like she's like, no, like that's Wesker, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Like, I didn't really
he's so
watch
cool.
any of the trailers for that after like the initial one where Barry got announced.
Mhm.
I was like, okay, I'm not watching anymore because I know they're gonna spoil it. Because Resident Evil, unfortunately, has like whatever the final trailer is before the launch trailer usually spoils a lot. So
It's true. Yeah. Gives a lot of the game away. But with Revelations 2, I feel like a lot of people look past, like, there's so much good, like, lore in that game. Like, I love the stuff in that game that they did with, like, the Metamorphosis and Kafka, and they're both kind of, Revelations 1 and 2 are both, like, kind of author-based. Like Revelations 1 had a big emphasis on Dante's Inferno. Revelations 2 had a big emphasis on Kafka. And
Franz
that's
Kafka, yep.
really cool how they like linked all that together. And I feel like a lot of people didn't give much credit to that.
it's true, and that's kind of like what Resident Evil's always been about. Like, there's been references to a lot of like lore, religion, books, and one of the main things you find out, like how, like at least for the older Resident Evil games, and how you figured stuff out and what the state of the area was by reading the journals that you came across.
Mhm.
So that's kind of like what Revelations 1 and 2 did. 6 didn't really have that, and 5 kind of did a little bit. 4 minor stuff too. They had a little bit of that.
Oh, Anonymous donated $5 for Toys for Tots. Thank you so much, Anonymous. We are at
you,
$170
Anonymous.
for tonight's stream. Anonymous has been donating money a lot. I'm just kidding. You can select if you want your name to show up or not. But yeah, thank you so much for that. So we're 170 for tonight's stream. Appreciate it. We have over 300 people watching, which is fantastic. Thank you guys all so much for choosing to spend your Saturday with us here at the Residents of Evil. We appreciate it. For those that are joining us right now, Baggy is playing Resident Evil 4. I believe this is the PC version. We are joined by Nick Apostolides and his brother. I'm sorry. What's your name again? So I can.
Dave.
Dave. Nick Apostolides' brother, Dave. Nick was the voice and motion capture for Leon Kennedy in the Resident Evil 2 remake, and it's pretty awesome that he's wearing Leon's jacket from Resident Evil 4. And then we got the road team here. We are raising money for Toys for Tots, so all proceeds from tonight's stream are going to the Marine Foundation Toys for Tots for the kids. And this is our last event of the month. So just a quick update for everybody that's now joining. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you. This is fun. And yeah, this was a cool. I just got this yesterday. It was a cool Christmas present from my little bro here.
Oh yeah.
He gets the best Christmas presents. That is epic. Yeah.
Now we just gotta get to the gun and the knife.
Yep.
You've technically got the hair. You got the wig still. Because
Yep.
Leon's hair doesn't change.
I didn't know I was gonna do this. I would have brought the wig and my gun and my knife. I don't have any one of them, but we have a butcher knife.
Well, that's why he's wearing the Santa hat to cover. He does have the wig underneath. He promises.
All we
And
got
then-
right here. is-
Perfect. He is the elf villager right now.
And- oh, don't forget, we also have Mini Leon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Gotta give a
Leon.
shout out to Mini Leon.
You're watching.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
You want to give a quick shout out to where you got that from? Because I know she does a lot of those mini dolls, and they are fantastic. I think it's actually your friend Tony.
Yeah, it's I think the handle is Bike Angel. I think 777.
Correct.
That
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
her.
And she does those little plushies. They're really, really cool. Great job, her. And Steve Tanner donated $10 super chat for Toys for Tots. Thank you so much, Steve Tanner, for helping those less fortunate. We appreciate it. Oh, we got another one. Michael D donated another $5 super chat. They're
Michael
just
D,
rolling in
thank
now.
you.
And holy crap. Thank you so much, Michael D. That puts us at 185 for tonight's stream for the kids. Thank you, guys.
I've seen a couple questions and comments about the Netflix the live action series and also the live action movie coming out.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm actually very, very excited for the live action movie. I have a gut feeling they're gonna do it right this time. The live action Netflix series, not so much excited for. I have
agree.
a gut feeling that they're going to butcher that, and I
Yeah.
hope they don't. But that's just what my gut's telling me. What do you think, Dave?
I'm gonna go with your gut. 'Cause you got a more experienced gut.
I just
You have a nice gut.
I'm of that group in that school of mind of the people who think that the live action movies so far have not really stuck to canon well. It has been semi-weak character development. Nothing against I like Mila Jovovich quite a bit,
Oh, she's awesome.
but I just as the sequels went on, I just got really disappointed with where it was going. They turned into like really what I thought is like zombie music videos.
Yeah.
And,
the way they're cut, yeah.
Yeah, the way they're cut, and I think this direction. I don't think they would reboot and reimagine this thing if they were going to screw it up again. That's
I
my hope.
agree. And they seem
know,
much
a lot
more
of,
faithful.
A lot of those movies felt like Paul W.S. Anderson was kind of chasing the trends of the time for movies.
Yeah.
Like the originals were more towards that Matrix style, and then as it went on, it became more of these rapid, fast cuts, like you would see in like John Wick or something. But the problem is it's not John Wick, where the choreography is really good,
Yeah.
and they know how to film an action scene. This is
Right.
instead somebody throws a punch and you're seeing it from 3 different cuts. You know, it's
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, one thing we didn't mention though that I'm actually super excited for is not only do they have a live action movie reboot and they have a live action series, but they also have an animated series, Infinite Darkness, which stars Leon and Claire. Now that is supposed to cover the series history in between games. That I'm actually really looking forward to. What do you guys think about that one?
That's just goes without saying. I mean, I enjoyed the CGI movies
Yeah.
way more than the live action movies, and so I think Capcom, I think the game developers have way more control over that.
Yeah.
And I have way more confidence in that than anything else. But I am really looking forward to the movie because I remember back in the day when the first movie came out with Jovovich, I remember thinking like, oh my God, it's like on the big screen now. And back then I actually really enjoyed the first one.
the first movie's good. I watched it
I
several
was-
times in theaters.
I was super into it. I loved it. And I liked how it like left with the cliffhanger of like Nemesis. And I was like, oh fuck yeah. Like,
Yeah.
'cause I just played Nemesis, when that happened. And so that was successful, and that is like I want to have that same excitement,
That hype again.
that hype again for. I mean, I know the Netflix series is going to be great, the animated one, and also I think the live action. Fingers
We'll
crossed.
see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I
But,
totally agree though with that. The more I
Yeah.
see on this Resident Evil movie reboot, the more I feel like a kid again. That hype is back. When I first seen the trailer come out for the Resident Evil film, the first one, I just it made me remember that, and that's why I have high hopes for this movie reboot, and I'm just very excited. Again, I just feel like a kid again. It's amazing.
And it's the first one I still like as a movie by itself, and I still accept it as Resident Evil. because it doesn't feature anything from the games. It's a completely standalone story that just took elements from the games, and I was perfectly okay with that. I was like, this is great. Maybe we'll see where this goes in the future. But the way it went in the future just kept getting worse and worse
Yeah.
and worse. 'Cause they kept trying to add in things, but they didn't understand why they were putting them in or what they meant. You know?
It was just fan service, but it was just not handled properly.
Because he played the games. Quotations here, air quotes. He played the games.
It was
Sure.
poorly handled fan service is right.
Yeah, poorly. That's a great way to put it. I want to give a huge shout out to Spanish Dexter, who donated $20 to Toys for Tots. Thank you so much, Spanish Dexter. And we got another one here. Eric Haviland donated a $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Eric. And another one, DLC Grox donated a $5 super chat.
Oh my gosh, that's my
Thank
friend.
you guys.
I know him.
Oh, it's your
He's
friend.
cool,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Cool.
Hi.
I'm gonna add this up.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody.
I was scared there. I thought you were going to bring out the big nasty there, Beggy.
What big nasty?
The big nasty.
What is the big nasty?
But what is the big nasty?
That right there, that big nasty.
Oh.
Oh,
You're a
Here he
chicken fish. I kinda-
Here we
I
go,
wanted to
here we
shoot
go.
it 4
Lago.
times just to give people like a little anxiety. Because
Yeah,
if you
you
shoot it
have-
the 5th time, then it comes out.
Well done. Well played.
Luke Bly 69 with a $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Luca Bly.
Awesome.
Thank you.
so much.
Luca Blake. There you go. Thank
Shout
you.
out to Luke Blake.
Big
So
nasty.
yeah, I am really looking forward to the remake movies though. Or the rebooted movies. We'll see how they turn out. You know, I have high hopes for them. It sounds like they are actually listening to the fans.
Yes.
Capcom in general seems to be listening to the fans the last 5 years here.
That's true.
So I'm hoping that they carry that mentality into the movies and they give us what we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
And yeah, you
Please.
say what, you know, why would you want to watch a movie on a game you've already played? You already know the story because we love it. We want
Yeah.
to see it
Mhm.
any way possible. You know, whether it's in
Yeah.
a book by S.D. Perry or a comic or on the big screen, we want to see it again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm all about it. I've always said that. Like so in the past like decade and a half, you know, all these movies that come out, all the live actions, and I'm like, why don't they just take the plot of one game and just do it?
Yeah.
Right.
Like for the first
and
time
try
ever,
to
right?
shove it into 90 minutes. And you know, and every time they didn't do that, it disappointed me. And so maybe I think they're doing it this time around.
Could get like fingers crossed, definitely.
Right.
Yeah, and the casting looks pretty good. Like you said, just looking at the people they cast, like Robbie Amell. I mean, I love. He was in The Babysitter. I thought he was awesome. He's a hilarious dude. The guy's ripped, so he's definitely got the physique to play Chris Redfield.
Oh yeah.
True.
He looks like the guy, so it's potential there. The casting looks pretty decent. You know, it's I'm excited for it. And the shots that have been, released, the behind the scenes stuff that we've seen, pop out. It's
It
very
looks more
promising.
realistic than anything we've
Yeah.
seen.
Yeah,
promising.
it's very faithful.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
There are just
Think of that
so many.
Capcom.
RPG or the Stars helicopter. I keep thinking of that. I'm like, that's what I want to see right there.
Yeah, for sure. No, I can't pronounce that name, and I apologize, but they donated 100 SEK super chat to Toys for Tots. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. That
Thank
puts
you.
us at $260 raised for Toys for Tots just during this stream. So thank you guys so much. And we
For
hope
the
you guys
kids.
are having a good time and enjoying that. Yes, for the kids. Thank you guys.
For the kids.
Oh yeah,
I'll
listen,
be right back.
yeah. So,
Sure.
Oh, okay, I'll wait till it comes back to the story then.
I'll be
He's
right
here.
back. Yeah.
This one.
All right.
All right. Yeah, but between the S.D. Perry books and the games, like you already have the story to tell.
Mhm.
Like, Nick, you just got to put that in 90 minutes and just make it look nice. That's all
Yeah.
we want.
There are so many iterations of that early story of like Resident Evil 1 across the books and like the other games across the manga too. So there are actually a million iterations of how it could go down that would make
Yeah.
good film adaptations that already give them a lot of character and they have a lot of personality for each of them. So all of those are like good candidates. They've just never been done.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, I
Like,
could probably get on Google right now and find 20 fanfics that would work as a movie,
Yeah,
True.
I mean, to be
And
fair,
some
like
that would work
things,
as a different type of movie.
yeah, we don't know how much like they gave Anderson access to back in the day with like Resident Evil, but by the time they started probably filming that movie, we'd already had Resident Evil Remake out at that point, I think.
Yeah.
did we?
Well,
No,
the
that
first
was
one-
2004. And we had
Yeah.
the Outbreak games around that time, I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and I'm always totally down for what if scenario in the movies too that spiral it in a different direction. What if this happened and now this is the new canon for the movie series? Like, I think that's a fantastic road to venture down.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but don't intersect that with the game, of something that's already established.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
Or if you're going to at least understand what you're doing with it and
respect the characters and how they
respect the
would
characters,
act.
respect the fans.
Yeah,
'Cause, the fans are the one that pay for you to even have this. 'Cause
true.
if we didn't like it, we wouldn't buy it, right?
Exactly. Thank you, Jack, for that £5 super chat. We appreciate that, man. Thank you for helping the kids.
What do you guys think of, because you were talking, JJ, about how, like, what if this happened, what if that happened, and
Yeah.
we shouldn't touch, like, the existing characters and narrative if we're not gonna, like, do them justice, but
Yes.
what do you think about, like, Silent Hill movies? Have you seen those?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I watched those a lot. I don't even think I've seen the second one fully, but I do remember. 'Cause I
I
just
wouldn't-
recently watched the first one.
The first one, I don't mind the first movie so much. I thought it was pretty good. What's funny is I was deployed when I saw it, and I watched a bootleg copy of it. It was really dark. It was really, really dark, which I think added to the movie for me because like it was much more scarier and you couldn't distinguish. It didn't look clean and perfect and well produced. So it kind of like made the movie more better.
More
It's
better, perfect.
More better. But it made it better for me, more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I love the series, and I was okay with what they did, like the concept of changing Harry to. Did they call her Mary in it?
In the first one?
Mother? Yeah, the mother's name wasn't Mary.
I think so, yeah, and they
remember, but
switched around
changing
the
it-
main characters.
Yeah, instead of making it Harry, the father, it was the mother in this case.
Yes.
And I thought, I was okay
No,
with that. I
no,
get
her
why
name
they-
was Rose.
Rose.
Oh yeah,
that's
it was
what
Rose and
yeah.
Chris De Silva. That's who it was.
Rose.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was it's Sean Bean. Sean Bean.
Sean Bean was Harry's character,
Yeah.
Ned
which
Stark.
I like Sean Bean
And
as
he
an
didn't
actor.
die surprisingly in the first one.
he dies in the second one.
I have a funny story about Rose, the actress who played Rose. Her
She's a
name
great
is
actor.
her name is Raja something.
Yeah.
Anyways, I used to be a concierge at a hotel in Boston, and she was one of the few famous people that I met who came in and stayed on my floor. I was an executive level concierge, and so she came to check in on my floor, and I was to take care of her and her assistant while she was there. And they said, you got like a top tier person coming in. I said okay, and when Raja Mitchell maybe is her name. Anyway, she came in to check in, and I recognized her right away because I'd seen Resident Evil. I mean, not Silent Hill.
Yeah.
And I was just polite, and I didn't say anything to her about being a fan. And I said, I can take you to your room if you need anything at all this weekend. I can help you out. So just let us know. And she just looked at me, and then she like eyed me up and down, and she went, "Wow," and then she walked away. And I was like,
That's
All
great.
right.
Oh, that's great.
okay. And that's it. And I never saw her after that.
That's
Wow.
funny. That's great.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
she's like a cool person. I remember, I loved her in obviously Silent Hill, but in Pitch Black, she was great in Pitch Black. And then,
Yeah, she was.
Man on Fire, I loved her as the mother. Like she really hit some good emotional beats in that movie with Denzel. So like I always had an appreciation for her acting.
Yeah.
And I really, like I said, I love what she did with Silent Hill. Like I get why they explained that they felt that the mother would be more relatable to the audience that wasn't familiar with Silent Hill, having the mother searching for a daughter as opposed to the father. And I also thought they did a good job of potentially setting up a good sequel that would follow the second game. They could take the story almost from the second game of Sean Bean's Harry going to look for his Rose and winding up in Silent Hill again and having to, traverse Pyramid Head and all that stuff. But they wait for the third game, and the second movie is just bleh. It's so bad.
Yeah.
I didn't mind. I think the first movie did some things well. I liked it.
Yeah.
It was
Not
definitely
great.
better than the second one.
Yeah. It's not great, but it's enjoyable. It's watchable. I don't
Yeah.
like how they turned Pyramid Head into like a poster boy for the series. Like that wasn't the point of Pyramid Head. He was very specific to James Sunderland.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Like, kind of the first one really combined elements of like they had Sybil Bennett, but they also had Pyramid Head, like elements from like 1 and 2. So they kind of like mishmashed it, which is, it goes along with that same discussion of if you're gonna have this new direction or like what if scenario, you can kind of reinvent it that way. But yeah, Pyramid Head specifically was not there for that reason.
Respect the source material. Like it's fine if you want to take your direction, but you have to respect what has been established. If you break it, that defeats the whole purpose of doing. Anonymous
Yeah.
with a £5 super chat. Thank you so much, Anonymous.
You want to be out there like rewriting Romeo and Juliet, where Romeo is like the Doomslayer, you know?
Doom guy, da-da-da-da-da.
Although that might be badass.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a style of Doom like Shakespeare speak?
Well,
Sounds
speaking
pretty
of
cool.
Doom, apparently that new Doom movie was actually really terrible, but they did a better job at referencing the games and paying respect to them in that aspect than the first Doom did.
Interesting.
Well,
Yeah, it's what I've heard
let
too.
me say this while we're on track with this conversation. So Metal Gear is happening,
Yeah.
and
Oscar Isaac.
I know a couple people involved in the project in the creative sense, and all I will say is this: I have a feeling that this is going to start those new movements with the way that certain genres are taken care of, i.e., video game adaptions.
Really?
And I think they're really gonna raise the bar with this one, kind of like I would say, kind of like Logan raised the bar with R-rated comic book movies.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like those milestone events, and I think this is going to happen, and I think it's going to open the door for a lot of future awesome adaptions, and hopefully maybe Resident Evil will do the same thing.
That has
Yeah,
me
we
really
hope.
excited. Yeah.
I'm actually excited for them because Metal Gear is like my favorite franchise, tied with Resident Evil. So when I saw that, I saw Oscar Isaac got cast as Snake, and I'm like, I see it. I'm okay with that.
What is that? Boss Logic did a mock-up way back of Oscar Isaac as Solid Snake, and everybody's like, yeah, for sure, that's cool. And then sure enough, it turns out he is actually going to be casted in it. So yeah, I
And
think
he's
he'll
a
make a
fan.
great Solid Snake. Exactly. Yeah.
I think so. I don't think they're going to fuck this up, because like, I don't think that genre can survive too many more flops.
Yeah.
I don't think
no,
so.
100%.
Where they're just like, all right, screw this guy, it's not going to work
Let's
ever.
just not do it. Yeah, we'll wait another
No.
10 years and then try to
think,
boot it.
Konami needs to get on the ball and start telling us stuff, because it seems like they got all this stuff working behind the scenes, but they won't officially announce anything.
Maybe
It's like-
maybe they want to wait until they have stuff ready to show. Maybe they actually are going to be like, maybe they have changed and they're like trying to formulate.
Like,
I
fingers are
hope.
crossed, because they own the best franchises that are just sitting there dormant,
Exactly.
practically dead, you know?
Yeah.
But the announcement of the movie, the rumors of Silent Hill and Metal Gear Solid coming back for remakes, and a new Silent Hills. There's a lot on the horizon that I'm just waiting, anticipating. But I get what you're saying, Nick. Like, if you look at comic book movies, they were not very well received, and then they got better over time. And then you had the original Spider-Mans with Tobey Maguire, you had Blade, all that stuff come out that really started to say, okay, we can take this seriously. But they weren't still being handled right until, like, Batman, of course, was always, for the most part, handled right, except for a couple movies in there.
Yeah, after the Tim Burton ones, things got weird.
Blade
Well,
was handled right.
Batman Begins was one of those milestones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Batman Begins, Iron Man, these
Yes,
launching these
milestones.
the new cinematic universes, and especially how Marvel has done theirs. They're credible movies now, award-winning movies. People
Yeah.
are looking like it's no longer, oh, that's just comic book movies. These are like legit movies that should be held on the same level as some of these other big-time movies. And games got to be the next one. Video games have to be the next one.
I
They're
hope
going to be,
so.
because the industry makes more money than movies. So if they can combine the freaking two,
Yeah.
power to them. Good for them.
That'll be our next wave of comic book movies. Will be games when they start adapting them properly. Real
Hell
quick, I
yeah.
want to give a shout out to Anonymous, who donated $20 for Toys for Tots. Thank you, Anonymous. And then we also have £20 super chat from Sam. Thank you, Sam. And
Thank you,
another
everybody.
$5 super chat from Donnie Hagee for Toys for Tots. So thank you guys. I'm gonna add those up.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank
Right,
you for
sure.
the kids.
I just want to make sure I say thank you to everybody. So
Yeah,
I also heard that they're doing a live action spin-off of the RE series, and it focuses on Ashley Graham, and David is gonna play her boyfriend.
you heard it here first. A ROE exclusive.
Heard it here.
The man, Nick Apostolides, the man himself.
I'm always gonna be dressed like this. With the
Yeah.
robe. Future act.
I'd like to see a series come out from Resident Evil, like Friends or something, you know, with all the Resident Evil characters all living in an apartment complex together,
Oh, dear
Yeah.
God.
solving daily problems, moving furniture. Pivot,
I would watch it. I would watch it.
Pivot!
pivot.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Love
Love that scene.
in the fan base, can we work that out? Can we work out an animated series of like a Friends parody of Resident Evil or something?
God. Let's do it. Yeah.
Let's do a what is it? What are they called? The comedy shows.
Yeah. No, you know what I want to see? I want to see a retelling of Resident Evil characters like Cheers, but at Bar Jack.
No, that would work. That'd be cool.
Kevin would be one of the main characters.
In our interviews, I had an idea initially, but we didn't really have resources to do any of this. I wanted to go back and have someone animate a few of our interviews of us talking to the actors, but put the actors, in the animated series as their character, answering these in a bar setting like that,
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Just little segments of the interviews and.
Where's Unicomics when we need him? He's talented with art and animation. We'll have to talk to him. He's there. He said he just said, "I'll make it. I'll make it." Unicomics. Awesome. Let's do it, dude. We'll talk with you after.
We'll clip some of the audio from fast interviews, and we'll work this out.
Sounds great.
Something like if you see some, I don't know who does it for Joe Rogan, but occasionally they'll animate some of his, segments with guests, or like Ricky Gervais show. They've done that,
Yeah.
Something like that would be cool.
That's a great idea.
Perfect, but just put them in. You could put Bar Jack in the background, just to cut a shot from it.
Was that DC Douglas had a fantastic one on how did he put it? It was something he was talking about him meeting his son, if that ever happened, or how they met in hell or something like that. And like to get that animated, that would be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it would. That'd be cool.
That'd be great. So to those asking, this is actually ROE team member Baggy that's playing. We got to give Baggy credit because she is doing way better than probably any of us would do at this game. At least I know for
you're
myself
badass
I
at this.
couldn't.
Yeah, we wouldn't have got past the first section if I was playing right now.
Same here. So huge shout out to Baggy for her amazing job at playing.
Playing on the professional level.
Yeah, just professional too. Yeah, on top of that.
I also saw a question from Army of One. I've heard this a lot. They asked me, who do I think would win a fight, Nemesis or Mr. X? And that is an easy one. I think Nemesis would crush him. He's basically Mr. X, just faster with more long-range attacks.
Exactly.
I would say any long-range attacks. So I don't think X would would stand a chance, and that's why Nemesis has always been one of my favorite villains in the whole series, because in the OG 3, he was awesome and terrifying. I loved it. First game I ever played where the final boss chased you throughout the whole game.
Oh my god. That was so revolutionary for the time. It's like they found a way to take the tension of Resident Evil and just amplify it times 100. And that's why Nemesis in the original series always be my favorite as far as your bosses go, because man,
loved them. Yeah.
They nailed it.
There is a comic online I read, I think like a year ago.
I was about to say
it's on YouTube, and it was during the events of Resident Evil 2 and 3. It's the comic's a little bit different, like time-wise, for a lot of stuff. They throw a lot of interesting ideas into it. Like there's a part where Leon meets Carlos, and there's another part where Mr. X and Nemesis actually duke it out like 2 to 3 times.
Wasn't that William Birkin and Nemesis?
Yes, that was those two. It was not Mr. X. It was Birkin versus.
Yeah, no, Mr. X was the other one, like that was from the Chinese comic or the Japanese one years ago, where it was all the Mr. X's in that area where you find the rail cannon.
There was actually a new video just dropped, an animated one, and I wish I could remember offhand who did it, but it popped in my feed like 30 times. I watched it. It's really well done, and it's animated, Mr. X versus Nemesis. I thought they did a fantastic job, but it's a newer Resident Evil video, so if you guys want to search for that later on, just type in Mr. X versus Nemesis, and I'm sure it'll be the first pop up.
Oh, yeah. Let me see. Gabriel Kamara says Nemesis, Mr. X, and Jack Baker are the trio.
Jack Baker.
Yeah.
We love Jack Baker.
Oh my god.
We keep forgetting, we talk about these iconic monsters, but 7 had some great monsters, man. Between Jack and Marguerite, those two are like iconic in their own right. I give them both credit.
And Marguerite was horrifying in her final form. The way that they affected her voice and everything, I loved that boss fight.
Sarah delivered on that one. She's so great.
She said we did an interview with her. She's like, they gave me bug crotch. We're like, oh my god.
I don't get scared very easily. Like, I love horror. I watch horror movies all the time. I play horror games. Like everything I do is horror related, and I don't get scared too often. But when she burst through that window in the boss fight, when you're going, holy shit, I jumped.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I scare easy. I'm a wuss.
But that's what RE's all about, is like those moments. And I think the reason why I appreciated 7 so much is because they weren't like big, scary, bloody messes of monsters. They were just like, it was just a deranged family. And
Yeah.
the fact that you really felt like you had to hide from them and like sneak around so they didn't fucking hear you. To me, that's a success. They were just like, Jack was like a charismatic Southerner, and you still were terrified of him. That's good horror.
Yeah.
I was scared in that game because you had to hide. And plus, if anyone in the chat has not played that game in VR, you are losing out on a magic experience because that game, let me tell you this, and I tell this to everybody because I want them to experience what I experienced, okay? When I was filming RE2, I learned, like, they announced 7 when I was filming RE2 Remake, and I learned that the same team that I was working with, they had done 7.
Holy crap.
And
they
they
were working
told
on
me,
that far back?
yes, and they told me, they're like, when you play 7, they said buy it, but they said don't play that game without the VR. And I said, okay. So they made me promise them, and I said, okay, I'll listen to you. And we did play it in VR, and that's the whole key, because that game was the first full game,
fully made,
AAA title to be designed specifically for VR. They had a lot of demos that came out at that time, but that was the first one ever.
AAA full VR effort, and it plays phenomenal.
It plays phenomenally in VR, and the scenarios in the game were designed for VR, so that you're in that world.
No, I play a lot of VR on PC. I'm a huge advocate for VR. I absolutely love VR. And they had promised, or didn't promise, but they said that it was only going to be exclusive to Sony for 1 year, and then it was going to be coming to PC. So I waited. It never came. So if they do the same thing with Resident Evil 8, I will break down and I will get the PS5 with the VR to play it, because you and so many other people have told me that it needs to be played in VR, and I was like,
you have to.
Yeah, and I love VR, so I'm disappointed I never got to do it because I was waiting, and I didn't want to buy 2 things, but at the same time, I want the best experience when I play Resident Evil games. So if they do announce Resident Evil 8 VR, I will get that for sure.
That's what they told me, and that's what I'm gonna tell all you guys too, and you JJ, like, if the producers of Capcom say this game was made for VR, just please trust us and do it. Like, I listen to them, and I hope everyone else does. And some people say that, like, well, it's not true Resident Evil, because like back in the day it was like tank controls and all that. I get it, but like times will change, and 10 years from now we're not going to be talking about this. It's going to be something different and new. And I'm just saying that, like, the experience was there for us. He flipped out the first time when Mia came up the cellar stairs. He was blank that time.
Oh god, yeah.
Holy crap, it's so damn scary.
He freaked out.
Even walking up to the house for the first time.
Oh my god.
When Mia was guiding you through, like,
the darkness,
the secret passage, like, even then it was horrifying.
I don't know how much time I spent just looking at the details, like like the boarding on the wall, or where the sheetrock would be, or where it's boarded up versus the actual frame of the house. Like, you can look down that and see the cobwebs and all the crap that's in between the walls. I spent so much time just literally looking at details, like getting right up in it and checking it out.
That's literally immersion at its finest. And now this might be a hot take, because everybody knows me. They know that I absolutely love the classic style Resident Evil, fixed camera angles. They know that that's my favorite. I appreciate the newer, like the over-the-shoulder they did in 2. They did really well. I appreciate the first person. I appreciate that they made it so you could play it in VR and on its own as a first person. It was good. But if they started making Resident Evil games VR, like it's made for VR, we're continuing that with 8, I would be totally content with that because of how much I like VR.
Dude, Proxy?
Wow, Proxy.
Did I miss something?
Holy shit, Proxy.
Holy shit. Proxy, thank you so much.
Proxy! Oh my god, with a $100 super chat for Toys for Tots from ProXY One Creations. Please, everybody in the chat, give it up to Proxy. That is insane, dude. Thank you so much. That puts us at $425 just for this stream, and we're almost at $6,000 raised for Toys for Tots when our goal was $3,000. So we've almost doubled our overall goal. So thank you, everybody. Proxy, everybody. Thank you, guys.
Yes, thank you, everybody. And Proxy, you've been a big support since day one. I remember you from way back when. So thank you, and I know you're a good friend to the channel here. So thanks.
Also the producer of our ROE CULT soundtrack.
Yep.
Cheers.
And
That's right.
on
Exactly. Yeah.
ROE Squad too. He did that. That's our intros to all of our streams.
Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out ProXY's music, make sure you go check out his channel. Or Prox, I think you have a SoundCloud too, right? So if you want to share that, go ahead so people can go listen to the ROE CULT, ROE Squad, and all the other good stuff you have on there.
Hell yeah.
You're out. I mean, I still remember your Outbreak cover that we did for the Outbreak series was freaking awesome, man.
He's good.
We don't have 7 in VR up on the channel, do we?
No, we never did.
It's
I
pretty
know
hard to set up apparently.
Well, I think you
have
said
it.
you wanted to do it at one
Yeah, I
point.
can still do it. We just have never circled back around to it. If you guys
Yeah.
want us to see me, we could do it as a team stream too if we want or whatever. But you know, just hang out. I'll do 7 in VR, and we can throw it up on some streams on the channel, and you guys can kind of see what that's like. If you haven't experienced it or you want to see us, you know, kind of get it up there.
Let us know.
Down.
Hit us up on Twitter at ROE Network.
Yeah, it's a whole nother world, completely unique experience. I think with 7 in VR.
Yeah, I haven't played 7 in VR myself. My buddy has a VR headset, so we might do it at one point. But he brought it over one day, and I found out like Tekken 7 was VR, and I'm like, "Are you serious?"
You're both having like a freaking heart attack over here.
I'm sorry, Tony. I'm letting you finish.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay. All right. Can I say it? Okay.
Say it.
OG RE Freak donated $200 Toys for Tots. Thank you so much, OG RE Freak, for supporting those less fortunate. Please, everybody in the chat, give it up to OG RE Freak, and that has put us over $6,000 raised for Toys for Tots.
Wow.
Thank you. Oh my god, dude.
That
is
deserves a
insane.
holy shit.
Toys.
Oh my
Wow.
That's awesome, man. Thank you so much. That's super generous. You know, I think we underestimated the generosity of our Resident Evil fan base, and it's not intentional. I think we set our bar at an achievable level that we think, you know, we can do this together.
Yeah.
But we need to give you guys more credit. Next year, we're bumping it up. We're going big.
You guys are helping make like
Thank you so much.
so many kids that are less fortunate have good holidays.
That's right. It's over 6,000.
I mean, I agree with Gabriel. He said 200 Oreos in the mouth. Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh no.
I don't think I could do that, guys. I don't think
It's
it'll
for the
let me.
kids.
But it's for the kids, Nick. It needs to be 200 Oreos.
All of a sudden,
Impossible.
jaw just starts hurting. It's like if you're like a snake, you just unhinge your jaw and eat like a whole turkey.
Oh my god.
Fortunately, I'm not yawn.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Crazy. Thank you so much to everyone. Thank you, OG. Thank you, ProXY. Thank you to everybody else. You guys are amazing. Really, it's incredible. It's been a tough year, and I don't think next year hopefully will be better. But I know this is going to go to a lot of great things for a lot of people that really need something. So thank you so much, man.
Better be in the next
Coming
year.
from a parent, you know.
I was gonna say it better be a good 2021, or I'm kicking somebody's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're hoping to do PAX 2021.
that'd be cool.
That's
We want ROCON 2021.
We want ROCON, yeah.
We got to find a venue. Hopefully, we can find somewhere that's affordable, that's within the range of everybody that lives out in LA. Because most of our awesome guests, you guys are all from out there. So
If I remember correctly, DC Douglas was telling us that like a really good place to do it is in Vegas, because Vegas for a
No.
lot of people from California go to Vegas for cons and stuff.
it's drivable.
I was the one that had said Vegas, and I'm pretty sure DC was the second person to say yes. And then we broke it down. We're like, as much as we want to go to Vegas, it's probably more practical for us to go to California. That was the first thing that came to my mind is Vegas. And he was right there with me. But then
Yeah, but also it's California. It's expensive.
yeah.
True. Yeah. We'll try and work it out. You know, we want to obviously do it in person. If everything kind of clears up by then, that would be great. If not, we definitely will try and work it out and do it virtually again. But we want to for sure be an animal.
We want to be an animal.
We want to be an animal. Annual thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully next time I could be a part of that one. It killed me I couldn't be there last time.
You had a great message though, man. I really liked the video that you sent out. I really appreciate that. You know, not only supporting us, but supporting all the other content creators and just showing your love because you're a fan like us. You know.
Yeah, all the content creators are great, and that's what keeps everything alive. You know,
Yeah.
keeps everyone connected. All these little groups, all online, they're all part of a bigger picture. You know.
I love the Resident Evil community as far as other creators, as far as talent with the mods, and it's just such a. I'm so glad that this was if I had to pick one genre of things that I like, this was the one that I liked the most for sure.
Samael said, "Would you like a liquor as a pet?" I agree. I would love to have a liquor as a pet. And Gabriel right after that said they're adorable. I agree. Liquors are adorable.
Didn't you feel bad for him in that Resident Evil CG movie where Mr. X was just stomping on him? I actually felt that was the first time I felt bad for a liquor. I love that movie. That was a really good movie.
The Funko liquor that they put out is so adorable. It's so cute.
Yeah,
He's got damn smile and.
I still can't believe they haven't done a Funko RE2 remake, Leon.
Yeah.
That's no, I have it. Oh, not RE2. They got RE4.
RE4 with this jacket, right?
Yeah, I have it with me. Right?
I know, but they should do. They haven't even touched RE2 remake. I don't know why.
I think it's because, overall, I love Resident Evil 2. That's my favorite Resident Evil game out of all of them. But I think overall, I think the most popular game that got the most new people into it was 4.
Yeah.
Probably.
And so
4.
That's why they do the 4, because his jacket is very iconic. But me personally, I love the RPD outfit, and I would have loved to have him as a Pop Funko with the RPD outfit.
Maybe one day.
One day.
I hope so. I mean, like they dropped when that last Marvel vs. Capcom came out. I know Beggy was probably hoping for this to be like a Dante pop figure, and then they never made him.
It's true.
I don't know why. They can make money with it,
Get a 3D printer and start a business.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to 3D print it at this point. I think for some of them.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't know. Like I think it's like I wasn't ever sure that they'd ever do certain ones like Pokemon, because I was just like, Nintendo's not gonna outsource or anything like that to a company like that makes more a lot of money, and then they did, and unfortunately Funko Pop Pokemon look like they're possessed.
We have 2 $20 super chats, one from Anonymous, thank you, and one from April B with a $20 super chat. Thank you guys so much.
April B. Thank you, Anonymous.
Wow. Nope.
Well, on that note, guys, I think I might be calling it a night, but this has been really fun. I can't believe the generosity of the entire chat. Over $6,000. I mean, that's insane. That's and we're even past Christmas, so thank you guys. Still for the generosity. The money is going to a good place. Rest assured. And this has been fun. And yeah, a little message. So thank you, ROE. You guys have always been good friends since day one. And yeah, this has been a tough year. I'm just happy that I could have been a part of some key streams here and there and connecting with all you guys. I see a lot of familiar faces, but to all the new faces, hello. Thank you for all the support, and we're glad that you're all part of the RE family. And let's stay connected with our loved ones and friends, and let's hope for a much better 2021, because I think we all need it.
Yeah.
It's got to get better, right?
It will. It will. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Nick, for taking the time to join us.
Thanks so much.
You have, been a great friend of the ROE and of the community. So just from myself, and I kind of want to speak on behalf of everybody, thank you, man, for all you've done and just going above and beyond. We appreciate it. So thank you, dude.
My boy, Nick.
It's my boy, Nick. My boy.
All right. Over and out from Santa Leon.
All right.
Okay, dude.
Have a good one.
See ya.
Wait, are we actually done with the stream? What are we doing? Did
Here.
JJ walk away?
No,
I missed
I'm
that.
still here.
Oh, he's right here.
JJ's still here.
I'm here.
I was like, I had my nephew was visiting, so I was telling him bye while we were wrapping up. I was
Oh,
like,
and then you came back and everybody was gone. No, I'm good. Whatever you guys want to do.
yeah, definitely. Beggy, you got your setup, so there it is. Residence of Evil should pop up. I'll lock it into that, and there we go.
Oh, you
Oh,
actually.
you already
can.
changed it. You're on
Yeah.
top of the ball.
Holy shit, she's a
Becky.
pro. That was quick.
Yeah.
I had the other one underneath it, so we may as well.
I'm seriously impressed with you right now. You are killing this game.
Yeah. It's I'm just as interested in watching her play as I am with the chat, talking with you guys.
Yeah.
She's doing it's fun to watch people that are good. I don't know why people watch me, but it's fun to watch people that are actually good.
You're pausing in the middle of a boss fight. Who does that?
Yeah. Animal.
I would have got wrecked as soon as we came out of that pause. I would have already been dead.
It would have been ugly. It would have been not fun to watch. Just had to turn the video off and just listen to the chat if it was me playing.
I think
That's
this
like me
might
at
be
Zero.
this might be my most experienced of the entire franchise. This or Resident Evil 2 original, one of those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good choice then for a game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't play them as religiously. Like I'm not constantly playing the games. I like to play them maybe once a year or once every couple of years, just so that way they're still interesting to me every time I come back to them. I haven't played them so much, so I'm not proficient like you guys at all.
No, I'm exactly the same.
I'm
as
actually
you.
similar too. Yeah, I don't play them very often. I play them like cycling, like maybe like once or twice a year. I'll like play 3 original, I'll play 4, or like Code Veronica because that's my favorite game. Yeah, and like every once in a while.
I forget, and then every time I go back to it, it's like a new game, and my memory is like terrible because I don't like come back to the same one. I come back to a completely different one, and then I go back and I forget. Everybody's like, "Is this your first time playing Resident Evil?" It's like pretty much. My mind is really bad, so yeah.
I like to keep it fresh.
I got a trash memory, and I haven't played this in a while.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull up a window so that I could see the chat here. I have it in the side here, but it's like pretty hard to read. But yeah, I wanted to see if I could interact a little bit more. Okay. All right, I'm ready.
All right. Awesome. I'm gonna take a quick 5. I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah,
and,
go for it, dude. We got it.
Huge shout out to everybody who's been watching for the entirety of this. Like, thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. Again, like Nick said, this is after Christmas, and you guys are still being supportive, and you guys are still donating, and it's all going to a good cause. And the thing that with the Toys for Tots is all that, that all go, like they can use that for next year and stuff.
It's a pile that they stockpile all this, consolidate all of it into an account that they use for every year. So, yeah, it's Christmas is over, but that doesn't mean this is not going to kids. It's going to be in their checking account or whatever they call it.
What they do
so. their Wells Fargo bank account or something. I don't know.
So, thank you guys. I'll be right back.
Hopefully we'll some kids will get some great things out of this. I can't blame you. It's just how much you guys have donated over this whole Toys for Tots has been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much to everyone who's watching tonight and who's watched before. If you guys watch this on a replay, you have no idea how special that is. Like, just you're amazing. You guys are so awesome.
Everyone, Michael's like, don't kill the merchant. I just got in this habit of like every time I see him, I'm like, you know what? Like sometimes I just want to feel a little bit more powerful if I'm just getting jocked on by these enemies and just to kill the merchant every time.
Yeah, lower your prices.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
The merchant. I'm hoping we see a version of that in 8. I feel like there's so many something so familiar about 8 of Village, just from familiar to 4.
Yes.
That I'm hoping we do get a version of the merchant. That would be so cool. Something like that. But then again, I don't know. It's like, what do I want from a Resident Evil game right now?
Right. It's hard to say.
The merchant is not something that's just does not fit with the concept of Resident Evil. Having someone to sell you supplies, whereas survival, where you're supposed to find these things, and maintain yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I want from Resident Evil? I want Jill. God damn it.
Jill?
I want my wife back. God damn it.
But it's funny how he's such an interesting piece of like Resident Evil that just seems so weirdly fit, and people love the merchant.
It's because also like they just need some way to improve the like RPG and like upgrading, leveling up kind of idea in Resident Evil. They never had it before and they wanted to do that. But like also I like the merchant 4 so much is because he wasn't in 5. In 5 it's really lame. You kind of just like enter the beginning like screen before you're gonna start like your mission, and it's just it's literally a menu. They replaced the merchant with a screen.
Yeah, I hate
that.
The whole menu between what they did it in 6 as well, right? It was between chapters and the different episodes or whatever. You would have the screens. I don't want that. That's not what I'm like. This is not an arcade game for me. This isn't a story experience. That's what I want. I don't want you to break my immersion.
And let's not forget like how bad like the inventory system for RE6 was. Like 4's inventory is kind of a pain now when you play it. But then you play something like 5 and 6 and like you can't pause to check your inventory. So you're just like, fuck! Wait. Like they're coming. Oh god, I get on. Oh shit, I just wasted a herb. No, I needed that. Oh no, god damn, I switched my gun's position.
Yeah. It's much more fast-paced and action-oriented and on the moment, in the moment, on the spot type of stuff.
Yeah.
I like it when it's slower. I like being able to go into a save room and kind of decompress, but knowing that when I step back out in the hallway, it's on.
Yeah.
And it's also like they didn't have any treasures that you can combine in 5. They're all just like very much, they could have literally just given you gold every time and it would have been the same thing, you know? In this game, it's like you find treasures to piece them together and create like a more valuable piece of treasure. And 5 just like didn't do that. Like it literally could have just given you money every single time and it would have been the same thing.
Yeah.
I think out of the whole series, 5 is probably the one I've played the least.
I like 5's co-op. If they would have, okay.
I've never played a co-op, so.
That is fun,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, like, okay, I agree that, like, 4 sort of perfected that new style they were going for. And as the series went on, they kind of did away with a lot of that stuff we liked. I felt like 5 still had a lot of the elements and it was still a lot of fun and the co-op saved it. But then 6 did away with even more of it and made the menus so complicated that it's like the gameplay style of Resident Evil 4 mixed with the co-op of 5 would make for a very addicting Resident Evil experience. Now, but if I had to pick what I want to see the series do going forward, I would want fixed camera. I'm just kidding. I think the merchant feature and the item collecting of Resident Evil 4 mixed with the play style of Resident Evil 2 Remake with Resident Evil 3 Remake's dodging. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. You know, I was watching a movie a couple weeks ago. I for life of me can't remember what it is, but it felt, if you watch a movie, normally you don't realize the cuts and the angles, right?
Yeah.
You're just watching it. But this one felt like I was watching an old Resident Evil game with the way they shot it. They had these static camera angles. Like people, there's no tracking. Basically, somebody would walk through the scene, and then there would be another cut where it would be a different angle of them walking through this scene now. But there was no tracking of the camera following them. It felt very much like watching like an old school Resident Evil game with the fixed camera angles. I was like, this is kind of, and that's how. I can't remember what it was. It was a horror movie for sure, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, that's amazing. I want to see
Yeah,
that.
and it was so obvious that I immediately jumped to this feels like not only Resident Evil but like Silent Hill, you know?
Yeah.
I felt like I was watching an older fixed camera angle video game, and it really felt good. I don't know why.
I think the dynamic cameras that were added to Code Veronica became perfected in Until Dawn. I think that style, that mix of dynamic fixed camera angles that pan and move in certain areas. That's like when I played Until Dawn, I was like, oh my god, this was before Resident Evil 7. I was like, if Resident Evil went this direction with these visuals and this camera system, that would be my ideal. That would be Resident Evil perfected. And so I really love that mix of fixed dynamic cameras.
Yeah, with some of the tracking, some of the movement behind the camera, you know, following the players, or that kind of stuff is really interesting.
We're doing that. Oh, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
In Vigil, right? Don't we have some of that tracking?
That's what I was just gonna say. That's what we're doing with the cameras in Vigil. It's fixed, but it's dynamic. Because the thing is with Vigil, it's fully 3D. So if we wanted to make it over the shoulder, we could. If we wanted to make it first person, we could. But the goal is to pay homage to the classic survival horror genre. There's no better way to pay homage to it than to include the fixed camera angles, but that they pan to really highlight the atmosphere and the 3D visuals. Because just that little bit of panning, it takes the atmosphere and just increases it by like 1,000.
Yeah, I think it brings you more into the scene.
Yes. Yeah. Really,
it's something that like I wish Code Veronica kind of even did more of back in the day.
That was a middle ground though between what they were doing and then like because for the time, like it still looks really good with the Dolphin emulator upscaled, but they couldn't have like a whole ton of 3D objects, so it was like they're just getting into that 3D environment, you know. And so they probably could have did a little more, but they probably were limited to what the power of the consoles at the time.
I mean, the Dreamcast was a lot more powerful than people think. It was just heavily underutilized because it was one of its downfalls was because it was so easily pirated.
Yeah, I remember playing Dreamcast for the first time, just how blown away I was by the visuals going from PlayStation 1 to Dreamcast. I was just like, oh my god, this is amazing.
That's really interesting. I never really played on Dreamcast. In my mind, it was like a weaker kind of console that came around that time, but like I never treated it as something to be anywhere close to like N64 or PlayStation 1, but apparently that's not true at all.
It's completely opposite. It was powerful.
Like, you know, like that thing had like I mean, that thing had like internet properties on it too back in the day. I mean, Sega was doing that even on the Genesis.
Yeah, they were. Revolution is just too early.
It's very too early. Well, like the other problem was too, like, you know, you could. I think Sega wanted to do like the cartridge route. Like people wanted to do the cartridge route, or something to make it so that the system wasn't going to be easily pirated, because that was one of the problems. You could easily mod that the Dreamcast back in the day, and then but the games that came on it were amazing. Like you look at how well, especially like fighting games like Mark of the Wolves or Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2, if you play those games in the arcade and then you go play them on the Dreamcast, they are almost arcade port perfect.
Yeah.
And back in the day, like that was really hard to get. I mean, even Marvel vs. Capcom 2 could go online on the Dreamcast. Now, granted, it was terrible, and everything, but it was getting to a point where, yeah, it's early, but we're almost there. But if you played like Marvel vs. Capcom on the PlayStation 2 or the original Xbox, oh my god, it was garbage. And even PS1 with Marvel vs. Capcom 1, you couldn't even have the tag system in there. Or anything like that, like to tag your character in. So that was like the big issue, honestly. Like a lot of people paid less for paid less for the PlayStation, and because it was like this new console and nobody wanted to pay an extra $100 for the Sega Saturn. And then the Dreamcast came out and it just couldn't compete with the other consoles that were out at the time because a lot of people felt burned by what Sega had done with like, their 32X and their CD.
Yeah.
And the Saturn being $100 extra, $100 more.
Kyle asked if Vigil is going to be digital only. I think that is the plan, Kyle, because we don't have any kind of production to do hard physical copies. If we ever get to a point where we do some kind of crowdsourcing or we get like a big publisher or something, then that may be a possibility. But we don't want this. We still want it to be free. So
yeah,
if we're not making money off of it, it's kind of hard to invest in producing digital or physical copies if there's no money involved.
Yeah, it would be very expensive. It would be awesome, and it's still like you said, there's potential for it. If we open up a crowdfunding, we 100% could do. Like we get people that say like, why wouldn't you put this out on consoles so you'd have so many more people play? Trust us, we would love to get it on consoles. And it is doable. It is just very difficult, and we are such a small team. But don't think we're overlooking that. Like, we're going to try our best to get it on into as many people's hands as possible. The thing we have to do,
digitally, it's going to be available to everybody, though, right?
For PC. But the thing is now, so now looking into consoles, right? We totally could get in consoles. We totally want it on consoles. If we did put it on consoles, though, we would have to charge for that because that is going to be expensive to get on the consoles with the public. It would be best if we got a publisher, and we wouldn't get a publisher if we're doing it for free. PC, we promised from day one we want to put this out a game for fans by fans for free. We want to get it on consoles, but if we do, unfortunately, we're going to have to charge. It's the only way to get that into.
But I think people would be understanding because if we like when the game's done and we deliver on the PC part, we never did say, oh yeah, it's gonna be free on consoles. People would understand that. And honestly, like even like as like like one of the people on the team and stuff, I would fucking pay for it.
I would pay for it. Yeah,
you guys have seen my collection. I'm gonna buy something physical.
I mean, there's a lot of people I'm seeing that said they would pay for it, and that's why we are considering going into crowdfunding type thing, because we don't want you to pay for the game, but if you want to invest in helping us make it, you can get a reward. You'll obviously get the game out of it.
Yeah.
But maybe you might get some, like, who was it? Someone had mentioned Spanish Dexter about making a principal cover art. That may be a reward from helping us, through crowdfunding type thing. So there's possibility for some physical media, or at least a digital form of it that maybe you could print out later. But thank you. I really appreciate you guys saying you would pay for it. And that's why we are considering maybe going the route of crowdfunding type thing. But we don't know.
For the support, we appreciate it.
Still kind of working on a day-to-day right now.
Yeah, let's get the game done, and then we can go through and do all that. Yeah. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I just want to, let's get this game going, then we'll figure it out.
JJ just wants to sleep.
I don't need sleep anymore. Who sleeps?
What's it called? That saying, like, a lot of pots in the fire or whatever it is. We have a lot of projects that ROE are undertaking all the time. Between our normal content, setting up things like interviews or conventions or Vigil or the Keeper. There's so much stuff going on that we have a lot of projects.
I guess you could say is we dream big, and we're very. I would consider us, for where we are now. We are definitely diehard fans of the Resident Evil series, and we pick up all these projects because it's like living a dream. We take on a lot, but we dream big, basically.
Yeah.
We dream big. We go towards the sun. We get burned.
Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen.
No, I mean it hasn't. We've done a good job for these last 4 years. Like you guys, Ali's always getting the people for what we need. JJ's running the whole show, busting out these things, and Beggy's doing an amazing job with all the lore videos and stuff. So I'm pretty sure I think we know what we're doing at this point. We're not just going in blind anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I still do. But
I really, I don't know if I've told you. I know I've maybe alluded to it, but I'm so glad you joined the team because you gave us another aspect of something that I think is very important. There's a lot of people in our fan base that love the lore, and we have people that do, diving into some of the lore. But your videos are really detailed and in depth, and I think they're very much appreciated. I know I
Yes.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
I think when I watched one of her videos, I was like, because a lot of people wanted to see the lore, and they're like, "Are you gonna make a video on the lore?" And I was like, "I like the lore, but I don't." And then
Yeah,
I
we're
seen
not.
her video, and I was like, "Okay, so she's doing the thing a lot of people want. I enjoy it as a Resident Evil fan, and I could never put that much amount of time into a video. So, hey, Baggy, you want to join the road team?"
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I just realized like a lot of people are really attracted to a certain type of medium of finding out about the lore, Resident Evil, whatever it is they're interested in. Some people will be interested in the books. Some people just simply won't. And then other people that want to know the lore of the books but don't want to read the books, I think it's a really good opportunity. And the same goes for game files, hidden stuff that is data mined in the series, anything that is not explicitly, kind of covered and is an inspiration of the game, but it is very important. All that kind of stuff in a video medium is very powerful because it'll reach people that it would never have reached because they just simply don't like reading. They don't like, going out of their way for something. So that's why I think lore is like one of the most fascinating things to share with larger community.
Definitely.
Like, I'm watching the trailers for Village and the information that comes out or we come across at some point. But just what you explained to us in our own messages, our private messages that we do as a team, when you're explaining things, I'm like hooked in. To me, this could have just been a game. It could have just been Village. That's it. Play through, great. But you're showing so much of like, oh, it's tied to this mythology and these kind of things and that kind of. It's like, wow, that's really interesting. Capcom is. I'm impressed by the level of thought they're putting into this game.
Yeah.
And I'm. And I wouldn't have known that if you weren't breaking these down. So I thank you so much for what you do.
Same here.
No
It
problem.
gets me hyped. It gets me hyped.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, as Resident Evil fan, isn't that what we all want? Is we want to get hyped. We want to get excited. We want, we want more than just the trailer. We want to talk about it, and that's kind of gives us a way to now bring up these new conversations we would not have had without this type of content.
So that's our putting you on the soapbox for 5 minutes there. Thank you so much.
Yeah, honestly, it's been a real pleasure. It's been an honor meeting other people that are really invested in the lore, and kind of seeing them arise from YouTube, Twitter, all sorts of places, and give their own input and stuff. I kind of wondered how many people were like very interested in that side of the community, and what other side is like very much interested mostly in the games and the movies. And there's just a ton of people in every corner of every part of the community. You start to realize. I recently was talking to someone from Project Umbrella of, there's always like new translations and data mining and files to kind of make available for people. And there's just such a whole library of stuff to kind of decipher. And I think that's really cool about Resident Evil because it doesn't overtly give you too much info and too many details, but it kind of lets you decide all the little pieces that may or may not be relevant, and it wants you to like fill in, from there, what do you think is important? Kind of like how a lot of people don't understand why Ada is important at all, but piecing together little bits of that can like create all sorts of side stories, and some people really like that. So
For sure. The history of Resident Evil is, after 25 years, is so deep.
Yeah.
There's so many things that were touched on that people don't even know about. It's probably endless the amount of stuff you could talk about, Baggy, when you dive into the lore.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff. There's a lot of stuff in development process that is like, it is kind of interesting how it is presented in the games, but like you feel like they could have done more with it. They like, this is very big in like Devil May Cry, Onimusha, a lot of their spin-off franchises. They really like to reference stuff and use biblical and folkloric names and stuff, but they won't take that to the full extent. They'll kind of loosely reference it as the name of something that they want to use. And that's fine. It's like kind of they're meshing their own ideas of what it should be with its historical initial relevance.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see what everybody's saying here in the chat. I wanna call this.
Follow me.
Let's see, but how's everybody doing in the chat here? they say you got a good voice for the job.
Thanks.
Did I send you guys that trailer for Sons of the Forest?
Yeah, that trailer looks fantastic. I'm actually really looking forward to that. That's The Forest 2, for those that don't know. But yeah, it just dropped a few days ago, I think. And
Yep,
it
2 days
looks
ago.
excellent. Yeah, I can't wait for that one.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I would hope we're gonna try to play it at one point on the channel. But guys, like, let me tell you, this is if you liked us playing 7 Days to Die, this is kind of like that, but more advanced. And well, we played I played the first Forest with people before, and it's just like you get lost in it in terms of like what you want to do. Like, you know, do you want to like go on the missions? Do you want to build up your base? Do you want to like stop yourself from getting killed by the cannibals and all the other mutants that are on the island? It's like crazy all the stuff you can do in it. And I mean, we were building zip lines and building freaking. You can build hang gliders for crying out loud.
Yeah.
What's that? I had to step away for a minute. What are we talking about?
Forest 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
Forest is great, man. You know what? I was just thinking we need to start doing more team streams.
Yeah, we've been wanting to do more of those because our dynamic together was great for the Outbreak series, and we gotta expand into.
We try and do like one a month if we can, but we don't really get together as much as we'd like, and that's something that I think next year we definitely would like to do more for, not only for the viewers and all of you guys watching, but for us as a team. It's always fun when we're together like this, just hanging out and playing a game.
I'm down, especially if it's like the Forest, because like much like 7 Days to Die, I just never got bored of it, you know?
Yeah, man,
Like,
the that game, the cannibals, that game is scary as shit.
It is, and like the armsies, chat. There is literally this creature that can rip the trees out of the ground, and I don't know if you guys have ever played this game, but you can build bases in the you know, you can build walls and like kind of like, you know, stuff like out of The Walking Dead and everything, and you can build these bridges that can connect from tree to tree, and that's how you can escape the mutants so they don't try to kill you. It's really crazy how you go about doing it. Like, you learn things as you go along. You build houses, you get dynamite, which makes it easier to, you know, piss off the natives when you're blowing up the trees and the cannibals are coming out like ah! But
it's always creepy to be walking in like the early stages of the game and catch them out of the corner of your like peripheral. They're watching you, and then they learn from you, and they learn how to attack you and your patterns. Like, it's a really good game, and I'm really looking forward to part 2, Sons of the Forest.
I always feel like someone is watching me.
It was good, Tony. I played it in VR, and it was amazing in VR.
Shit, I didn't know it was in VR.
Yeah, it's really good in VR. It's creepy. I agree with who is this here, Nathan? He says more Outbreak. I don't think Outbreak I could ever get sick of that, especially because you can play with people. That's such a fun dynamic for conversation, and that's why we did the live stream with Scotty Blades, because it was really fun to actually go back and play Outbreak, but then we got to chat with him, and so we're hoping to do more Outbreak in the future with a rotating chair where we could bring on other community members.
It's not only Outbreak, but we're also, like you said, rotating chair. We're going to be hopefully working out some collaborations with other channels.
Yeah.
And other channels that are not even Resident Evil specific, just people that enjoy what we do.
Yeah.
That want to, you know, come by and you know, have a little collab going. So it'll be fun. We got, you know, not only Outbreak, but there's also, what is it, Back 4 Blood?
Back 4 Blood's another one a lot of people are saying right now. Yep.
There's so many good co-op multiplayer games out there that we can do.
Yeah, like a lot of the horror.
I would get back to, yeah.
Oh, what's that other one? My friend telling me it's really good. It's kind of like a beta right now. It's like $14 or $12, like Phasmophobia or something like that.
Phasmophobia, yeah, the Ghost Hunters. That would be fun.
Yeah, apparently that's actually really good.
GTFO would be a blast to play together. I think we all have that, don't we?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
We just haven't played it yet as a group.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of good co-op games that we can get into, and that's something we really need to make more of a point of, is doing more team stuff together next year.
Yeah, I think that does kind of go to all the projects we take on too. It doesn't really give us all the free time in the world to play. As much as we would love to, we got to be honest with ourselves. We kind of picked up a lot, but we'll try to make time. You know, we're definitely going to do our best to do some more of these team streams and some of these other games.
Definitely,
like, we all want to.
It's totally something that's doable in the future too. I mean, like, because like, I mean, you guys gotta understand too. We still have more team streams coming up, even after Toys for Tots. Like, JJ is gonna be continuing like the celebration of like the road to 200K. So like, dude, like, which ones do you have left?
We got we're gonna finish up Code Veronica, so we're gonna be starting that every Friday after Toys for Tots, right? We do this every Saturday. We're gonna be going back into our road to 200, which we're gonna have to rename it because we've hit 200,000 subscribers. So thank you guys very much. But we're playing through all the numbered Resident Evil games leading up to Resident Evil 8. We're gonna be completing Code Veronica in January. Then we're gonna be going into 4, 5, 6, 7, and hopefully have them complete before Resident Evil 8 drops.
Yeah, hopefully.
But that just one thing I wanted to have archived on the channel is a lot of people are like, have you played this Resident Evil game? Have you played that? And it's like, no, actually we haven't. So now this way we have the entire series, so we can always link back to, like, if you want to see us play 1 or 2 or, you know, just something fun.
We were talking about 7 VR. When you get to 7, let me know. And
Okay.
if you want, we could do that. I'll do the VR. But you guys can join me, of course, because I can't really see the chat. But I can hook it all up, the system with capture card, VR for the PlayStation, all that stuff. And that'd be fun. Have you guys just hanging out with me while I play that one.
Definitely, yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
And we'll get that figured out too. But yeah, I mean, as far as content coming in 2021, we're going to be doing what we're doing now, but just way more. I mean, 2021 is going to be a huge year for Resident Evil, and I want to talk about not just the games, but I want to talk about the movie reboot. I want to talk about Infinite Darkness. I don't want to talk about Wesker's Daughters. I want to talk about Resident Evil 8. You know, there's going to be so much to talk about.
Plus our own stuff that we have going on.
Yeah, Vigil. I want to talk about Vigil.
Yeah, Vigil.
A lot of stuff we haven't been able to talk about because we're in the development. We will show stuff when it's ready, but rest assured we are working on that. Like, we're still working on it. Like, every day Moon is doing stuff with it. So once it's ready, I'm excited to show off and talk about that.
Wolfenstein 2021 Road Takeover.
I like it.
Capcom, we have ideas. Let us work with you. We'll help you out.
I don't know. They would probably dictate what we're doing. We probably wouldn't want that. We'll just we'll collaborate with you, Capcom. Just kidding.
They need us. We need them.
Yeah.
Jack Bretchel donated a $10 super chat to Toys for Tots. Thank you so much. That puts us at, for this stream alone, just this stream, that puts us at $675, which is mind-blowing as is, but overall, it puts us at over $6,000. Let me get the actual number here. So we completely doubled our overall goal, which is phenomenal, and I just want to get a price up here for everybody that has been that's new. We're currently at $6,082 for Toys for Tots. Thank you guys.
Crazy. Thank you so much.
I
see Adrian and someone else I saw were talking about DayZ. DayZ is another great game, but I don't know if it's one we could do as a team.
Yeah.
We did all right before.
I think our version would be better for 7 Days to Die, and it's more of our type of game. Where DayZ, which I played DayZ, or I haven't played in a long time, but I used to play it back when it was Arma 2, you know? And then it became Arma 3, and then it became its own standalone, but which I really enjoy. But I think we're more of like the 7 Days to Die type.
For sure.
Yeah. We're not part of that long game style.
I did start a secondary channel that's it's very much like the same dynamic you have here at the Row, but it allows us more freedom as far as what we want to play. So far, we've Corey and I have been playing some games, and I've been playing some games of my own, but I would like to bring some of our team streams over there as well, because it's very much like Row. It just, we have the freedom to venture out and play different games that, you know, that are a lot different than Resident Evil. So like there's always that opens up the freedom, and I like being able to, I'm going to talk about Resident Evil, and I never get sick about talking about Resident Evil, but now I kind of want to talk about this, or I want to play that. That's kind of what that.
Well, I mean, you guys were playing Metal Gear for a while too, weren't you?
Yeah, that was another one that came out right at the same time as Resident Evil 2. So a lot of people that have nostalgia for Resident Evil 2 also have nostalgia for Metal Gear, and we never played that. We watched his older brothers play that, but we never played it ourselves. And to actually get to experience that for the first time live with our community has been absolutely fantastic. Like, I see why so many people love that game, and I'm very thankful now to have that channel and such a supportive community that will go over to that channel and actually, you know, watch and hang out with us as we play it. So, damn, man, Metal Gear is freaking good.
It really is. Great game, and I can't wait for that movie. Hopefully we can get a remake too. There's the rumors, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Hot Cake, I love that quote. You're no Daisy. You're no Daisy at all.
I mean, like, yeah, like for future like streams like on like your channel and like even like my own and stuff like that, like totally like you guys would like to see us. I mean, we have fun playing fucking Halo.
Yeah.
Like, that is always fun, especially so. Chat. This is a funny story. So last time, like me, Prophet, and JJ played. We played Halo Reach, and we were having a lot of fun with it. We were playing the firefight mode. We were trying to like defend the place and stuff. And Prophet gets into. He steals one of the wraiths and everything, and JJ doesn't realize it. And we're telling him, JJ, don't shoot him. That's Prophet. JJ, stop. What are you doing? And he friggin' like warhammers the freaking thing and kills him right there.
I thought I was helping. I ended up being a team killing fucktard, but I thought I was helping.
You pulled the full caboose. It was great. Like, it was one of the greatest looking things. I mean, I'm going to even play like Call of Duty and shit too in the future.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but there's so many things that we can do.
Yeah.
But just more team involved stuff would be great.
Yeah.
We always have fun, man. Just hanging out like this tonight is really good. It's a good way to end the year. Nice way to, nice Saturday night after Christmas. This is really good.
Definitely.
Holy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
What the heck? Okay.
Our boy Mr. Nice Chai coming in swinging with $100 super chat to Toys for Tots. Oh my god, dude. Thank you so much. Please, everybody, give it up for Mr. Nice Chai in the chat. That is amazing. That puts us at $775 for this stream. Just this stream.
Yeah.
Damn.
Mr. Nice Guy, man, you are really. I wish we could give you like a tax write-off. I mean, I think you can for this because it is charity, but
yeah,
like you
how
do
much?
so much throughout the year. Like you're always donating to the channel. Like I remember ROCON, you were all over it that day. I can't like if there was a way. I wish I could show my appreciation for you. You're amazing. Thank you so much, man.
He said he's gonna come hang out with us. He's gonna fly here. We gotta do that, Chai. Hang out, bud.
Yes, thank you so much. Wolfenstein, Becky's going WWE on these fools.
Okay,
You beat
my
the
game, no, the game just crashed for some reason.
Oh.
It had a
No,
runtime
you beat
error.
it.
Yes,
Record
It's all-
I. Okay.
It's a speed run, and you were going so fast that we didn't catch that end
The
bit.
the game couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
Hang on, I need a break. Give me
It's a
5.
lot of stuff to do. Okay, if I get to that point again, I might just run back to this save. And then
Just to-
save real quick
yeah.
because I literally just lost like all of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
How far did it throw you back? I'm not even sure.
I'm
Where were you
far.
at?
Follow me.
Damn, that
Actually,
sucks.
I might do some Rambo stuff. I might
it.
just try to like.
Oh,
okay.
you gotta go through all this again, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go
Thank you.
Rambo on him. It's okay.
Just because I know somebody's gonna say it, just heads up the cursors on the screen.
Oh, true. Wait, hang on.
I just know people get really riled up over that, so I just want to give you a heads up.
When I'm watching, I typically do too.
What is this? Definitely gonna hang out sometime. You guys giving us this content, talking to us is more than we could ask
Okay.
for. Thank you. Nice chat.
Thank you. Thank you.
So much. I just it really blows me away sometimes when I think about how incredible the Resident Evil fan base is.
Oh yeah. As I said, I'm very glad that this happened to be the series that I'm obsessed with, because the community is so awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we could have this could have been a completely different type of channel.
You could have.
With completely different people. You just happen to be the guy to bring us together to start this thing. And
Could have been a Sims channel.
I know we could have been doing because you were all about the Sims.
I was, dude.
You and your damn meth
Really?
lab.
Yeah,
My
oh my God.
Sims? Which
You were
game?
the drug dealer Sims.
before because I started the ROE Facebook page, the Residents of Evil on Facebook in 2013, but I also was streaming to Twitch, and I was doing series in The Sims. It was vanilla game. There was no mods, but I was doing like a Breaking Bad style where they were cooking meth, and there was like I would roll dice to see if this person would die or if they would live, and I had like a whole story behind it, and I had all these characters, and then I was like, I love Sims and I love Resident Evil, and I started streaming Resident Evil to the channel and to my Twitch channel, and wasn't doing well because everybody was there for The Sims, and I was like, okay, I gotta pick right now, what do I like more, what can I talk about endlessly without getting bored? And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go towards Resident Evil, and I'm gonna embrace that side of my fandom.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Good choice. We, like I said, I'm fans of a lot of games. I could have done this same thing with Silent Hill and would have nothing to talk about. We just got lucky that Resident Evil all of a sudden is like, hey, we're going to give you something every year now with extra content. You like movies? Here's movies. You like animated shows? Here's animated shows.
Right? And like when we started doing content, we weren't expecting that. I was just like, I love the classic games so much that I never get bored talking with them. And it just so happened that new games started coming out, and I think I started the YouTube right after Resident Evil 7 dropped, and the theories never ended, you know, and the news was still coming with the DLC, so it was like perfect time to start the Residents of Evil YouTube channel.
I'm looking at the chat, Army of One. That blows my mind. It says, I remember when I came to the ROE channel the first time I was about 18, and now I'm 21.
Damn.
It really is. It really is crazy to think that we're coming up on 4 years.
Yeah. Very, very thankful for these 4 years we've had.
Yeah, it's just
Very grateful.
great memories, man. This has been awesome. I'm so glad that we do this and that, like, when before this, you know, I talked about I was doing my own thing. I was streaming Resident Evil, but I didn't know this was like the Resident Evil community was like this.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't. They're shocked.
I never belonged to something like this. I was always in my own little bubble, but just the eye-opening experience of the last 4 years of seeing like, wow, this is that's why I call us a family, because this is how big this is, and now I'm so happy to be part of it.
Yeah, I remember when it blew my mind when I started the Facebook page. I did it because Capcom had hinted towards a Resident Evil 2 remake, and obviously, as my favorite game of all the time, I want to do whatever I could to see that through. So I started the Residents of Evil, and I was like, yeah, there's probably a big community. And then I see the remake page was like, yeah, like just some thousands, and I started talking with that the guy who owned that, Josh, and then he brought me on that, and I was like, dude, the community is so much bigger than I ever knew.
Welcome.
Yeah, it really goes far and deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing just to see, and our growth has been consistent. You know, we're what 50K a year pretty much, so we've been cruising through this. But the bigger picture is like the entire fan base, whether you subscribe to us or not. Going to somebody else's channel or going to a forum and just seeing people talking about it and realizing that I belong to something bigger, it just makes me happy.
For sure.
And everybody can think like that. If you're a fan of Resident Evil, you are part of the Resident Evil family.
Yeah,
You know,
that's why
whatever.
our biggest thing here is there's no gatekeeping. If you like a game that we're not the biggest fan of, like we don't encourage or condone people being like, oh, you're not a real fan, because what justifies a real fan? I love the classic games, but if you fell in love with the series with 5 or 6, we're still on the same team. We still love Resident Evil. The story is still continuing. You know what I mean? And I think that open welcomeness of community members is one reason why we've thankfully been able to make it 4 years, is because we want everybody to feel welcome.
And here's to plenty more. And Army of One, I do remember that. I remember you when you were complimenting my laugh. my giggle. Yeah, it's just I'm glad we are where we are, and I'm glad that we can do what we do. And I'm, like I said, extremely grateful for everyone that not only supports us, but just share these memories together, because we've done some crazy things.
Oh yeah. I mean, I never thought I would be at a gaming convention, let alone we were doing a panel at a gaming convention with Nick Apostolides. Like,
People care.
Yeah, like, oh my god, that's the dreams coming true right there.
We undersell it so much. We were like, we'll see how many people. Maybe we might get like 50.
We thought like 20. I remember saying like, I think we're probably gonna get like 20, 30. Heads up, Nick. I don't know how well this is gonna turn out. You know, he was just cool. He just wanted to be there.
Yeah, he just wanted to be part of it. He appreciated what we did. He wanted to be, you know, part of the bigger picture with the community and go out and do these conventions. And sure enough, we had a great turnout. And it makes you feel good to be like, okay, people appreciate not only what we do, but you know what we're part of here.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people that showed up to that panel that weren't necessarily fans of us.
Yeah, they just love Resident Evil.
Yeah. And then they found that like, oh hell, there's like a big group out there that I could be part of now.
Yeah, there were so many people that came up and they're like, I didn't know about you guys before, but I'm definitely going to check you out. That panel was awesome. And I was like, holy crap, there's people here that didn't know who we were. Good thing I didn't know that. Would have made me nervous. But, you know, and yeah, it's just such a good turnout, and it was so cool to do.
Yeah, we have a good dynamic together, too. When we're all together, we click so easily. For
That's
people
why
who have met each other before.
Yeah. But that's why we, you know, we really pursued it, is because I remember I was doing some live streams and I was doing some theories, and we started doing a podcast. We're like, hey, we all get along really well. We should try playing a game together. And then we had the Art series, which really kicked it off. And then from there, we started doing the interviews, and it's like, yeah, we have a really good dynamic together.
Yeah. Good job, JJ.
Well, good job to you, too. Good job, team. Everybody pat yourselves on the back, and you two community members.
Right. You know, we've got the OG mods and the people that have been there since day one, and all the new people.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm just so grateful. I know it's not Thanksgiving or New Year's yet, but we're in between. I can be grateful, right? Like, thankful and grateful.
Every day you can be grateful or thankful. You don't need a day to tell you can be.
And I'm so looking forward to what we have down the road.
Oh, yeah. I love where Vigil's going too. I'm really excited for that.
Where'd Tony go?
I think he quit. Just kidding. I don't know. He said he was probably gonna have to dip out a few times to do a few things, so he probably just doing something. He'll probably be back.
Yeah,
Or get on butchy. Like, I don't do this.
Yeah, I'm out. Was fun. Peace.
I heard the Facebook thing go off. It's probably him.
What's that?
I heard the Facebook message go off, so I'm pretty sure it was him. Yeah.
Probably stepped away for a minute.
Oh yeah, he
Nick
said
got-
be right back in a second.
Okay.
They got to join us for a bit tonight. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, for everybody stopping in now, we did have Nick Apostolides here with his brother, and he was he had the Resident Evil 4 jacket on with Santa hat, and his brother was the evil elf villager. It was awesome. Check it out check the replay if you want to hear our discussion and hang out with him. He stuffed 5 Oreos in his mouth for a challenge.
And we may be working this out with him. We kind of talked about it briefly off stream about his first playthrough because he has not played Resident Evil 3 Remake yet. He's very specific about doing this with his family and his brother because they grew up playing these games, so they want to share these memories together. So they're going to play 2, and he said possibly the original 3, and then they're going to play 3 Remake.
Ooh.
So he may be doing that for us or with us, not for us, with us.
On the channel or something.
Yeah. But we'll let you guys know if that comes to be.
He streamed it on the channel before, and everybody really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's just a hangout session.
For sure. Keep you guys
So
posted on it.
let him play the game. We'll hang out, watch the chat for him, and talk like we always do. Have a good time.
Definitely. Oreos.
Okay, I'm going back to that spot to save in case it crashes on that same door again.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
The Tyrant says, I noticed the voice in Resistance for Alex is the same as in Revelations 2, or at least the greatest impersonation ever. I believe it's the same actor, if I remember correctly. And let me look it up, because I think Karen is Annette, but I don't think she did Alex. Who did Alex?
Oh, you mean Mary Elizabeth
Oh.
McGlynn?
Yeah, that's right. It is Mary Elizabeth Glenn.
Yeah, that's her.
$20 super chat from Anonymous. Thank you.
If
Okay,
you're not
that's her.
aware of who Mary Elizabeth is, she's also Mary from Resident Evil or Silent Hill 2.
Mhm.
Yeah, she does a lot of work with Akira
Akira Yamaoka.
Yamaoka, the composer for Silent Hill 2,
Mhm.
or all Silent Hills, not just 2 specifically. I love his music, but her and Troy Baker has played with him as well. They do a lot of the music together for this series, which is awesome. A lot of the vocal tracks you hear could be her.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's
Is
great. And
Oh, sorry.
she
Cool.
did that seminar, that online virtual class with Raj
Yeah.
Roma a few weeks ago, about a month ago, with Strawberry Hill Studios. If you guys are interested in that, he's pretty much got one going. Check out the website. I'm not sure. I know he emailed me a couple weeks ago. He had a few more coming up, but they do these classes on the weekends. It's either voice actors or composers, people in the industry. If you want to go learn about it. And what was cool about that one, Becky, you went to it, right, with Akira?
Yes, it was amazing. Mine was actually not with Akira. It was with John Bailey. It was the
The Honest Trailers movie
voice
voiceover.
acting. Yes,
Yeah.
like voiceover stuff. Yeah, and I also know that there's another one with Mary Elizabeth McGlynn coming early February.
I'll look it up real quick. Yeah, she's coming soon. But did you get any one-on-one time with him?
Yeah, we all got like a bit of one-on-one time. He taught us a lot about the industry itself, how promos differ from trailers, the types of jobs that are for different kinds of media. So yeah, there's really a lot of stuff there. But he actually had time at the end set aside for each of us to practice and deliver a little bit, and so he could like coach us there. Okay, good. It got past the crash in the game, by the way.
Good job.
Thank God, Jesus. Okay. But yes, it was super valuable because he taught us about the difference between voice acting for like shows, anime, games, audiobooks, everything. They have really great classes set up. It was a group of maybe 7-8 people. At the end, we did like little run-throughs of kind of trying to read bits of an audition, like a list, and him coaching us after. And honestly, it was very insightful. I liked it a lot.
They're really good classes. He's got a few coming up in January at the end of the month. And then Mary Elizabeth is at the beginning of February on February 6th. If you guys want to check it out, strawberryhillmusic.com/events. That'll show you what's coming up. We may be able to get you a code in the future to get you a little bit of a discount. We've worked with them before. Obviously, we did ROCON. And you're supporting somebody from the series that's out there making their living and doing their dream, you know. Because he could just stick to music, which he's a great musician. That's his primary, you know, passion.
Yeah.
But he's out here wanting to put together these classes and these workshops for the people that want to learn how to do it themselves or somehow get involved in the industry. It's a good way to learn.
I don't mean to interrupt. I was trying to let you guys talk, but I gotta give a huge shout out. Okay, so let me start here.
Yeah.
$5 super chat from Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous. And then Sleeveless Shorts came in with a $50 super chat and another $50 super chat. So
Double
$100. It's just double stacked, dude. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Sleeveless Shorts. Just please give it up for Sleeveless Shorts in the comment or in the chat. That is amazing. That puts us at $900 just for this stream. Holy shit.
900 for just this stream.
Oh, we should do something. We should actually, you know what? We should do a challenge. Oh, the Crystal Wyvern, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Says, sorry I couldn't do more, but I hope this helps the kids. And I'm so thankful to be a part of this community, and I'll always support y'all. Row for life. Thank you so much, the Crystal Wyvern. And just like said, I couldn't do more. That is doing a lot. Like that is helping a lot. So thank you so much. Just you guys being here, hanging out with us, chatting. Like that is helping out, sharing this. Like thank you guys. I was gonna say something, but I forgot because I'm blown away. But thank you. Oh, I don't know what to say. Okay. I was gonna say, do you guys want to do like a challenge? Like if we hit a certain amount, we'll do like something. Like that's what we did during ours, and it was fun. That's why Bob's hair is green. We don't have to do anything like that. But do you guys want to like if we hit this amount, we will do a stream of Umbrella Corps or just something crazy, wacky like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you guys? You want to do that?
Anything. Yeah, I'm down. Whatever you guys think. Whether it's something you want us to play that'll probably torture us,
or something you might enjoy, and we might
or
enjoy.
something that's within reasonable expectation. That's not like something obscene. We could probably work it out. Resistance. That's actually a good point, Dark Tyrant. We haven't even played Resistance.
Oh,
That's a good idea.
So
That's
let's say if we hit $1,000 for this stream, we will do a live stream of all of us here playing Resistance, since we've all not played it yet.
Just an idea to throw out there.
An idea, yeah.
I don't know how the lobbies work with Resistance, but could we do like a rogue community night?
Well, it would be us. Like we have enough people to do the survivors and the mastermind.
That's true. We could do it as a team, or maybe open it up to be like, okay, you guys, like JJ, you're the one that streams it, but if everybody logs in at this time, you may wind up in a game.
Yeah.
With JJ and some other row members or some of the community members, something like that would be cool.
Yeah. So let's put that up as an option. We'll let you guys vote. So one option is if we hit $1,000 for tonight's stream, we will do a live stream of Resistance. Do you guys have any challenges? And then we'll let you guys vote on what you would rather us do. I can set up a poll too in the chat so you guys can actually vote.
That one game mark for the kids, man. It's all for the kids.
For the kids, yeah. We're raising money right now, all for Toys For Tots, so it's for charity. Been sponsoring y'all for a long while, and I don't regret a minute of it. Keep up the great work, and let's help those kids. Yeah, thank you, Crystal. Needs to do a challenge. Oh, no, I meant more as like a challenge for the whole team to do Wolfenstein. Something like extra, like a bonus for you guys for helping so much for the charity event. Like we'll do something extra for you guys, but it just depends on what you guys would like to see us do. Cosplay as Leon, and Baggy as the cosplay as Ada. It'd be cool, but I was thinking more like a stream or something we'll do.
Wait.
And I make him way better, Barry. I don't know if Leon has a red beard.
Holy crap, coming in again. Triple stack, man. Triple stack.
Oh my god, Sleeveless Shorts with another $50 super
Oh my
chip.
gosh.
Jesus, thank you, dude. That's $955. Well, whatever challenge we're gonna do, it's gonna be coming soon.
Yeah.
Jesus, thank you, dude.
Knife challenge in Resident Evil 1 Remake.
That's not a bad idea.
It would be the best for us for that, because I couldn't do it.
Well, Baggy would have, because she'd only go to one. She'd have.
I know.
No, I'm not good at that game.
You've proven yourself already.
No,
like
doesn't count.
Doesn't count. Okay.
Doesn't
Well,
count.
she doesn't want to do it. We can't force her to. I'll put Resistance down as an option.
Umbrella Corps.
Wait.
Umbrella Corps is an option.
If you really want to make us suffer.
Yeah, if we can even. Oh, I'd have to buy it again. I returned it like shortly after I got it because I couldn't find an online match. How dare you make me buy that again?
I mean, we could also do some Left 4 Dead, Resident Evil 2 mods. We've done that in the past. Haven't we?
That's a good one.
That
Left
game
4
is so
Dead RE2
fun.
mods.
Not necessarily Resident Evil 2, but just Resident Evil mods in general.
Yeah, RE mods for Left 4 Dead. Ooh, that's actually what I want to do.
Yeah, that's one we should start a series on. Go showcase a lot of those amazing, because like they are no shit, like amazing
So
mods.
good. It's like the whole game, literally. So if I get one more, then I can put a poll out. But we still have to hit the goal of 1,000, which you guys like we're pretty much there.
Yeah, I think maybe if we're keeping the Resident Evil realm or something like that, then what, Operation Raccoon City. But
we did that one. That one's kind of a pain in the butt to set up.
you couldn't even, yeah, you couldn't even.
know.
If I remember, was it ProXY that jumped in with us?
Yeah, he did. I just was in the chat, and I was in voice chat with you guys.
Do you guys
Yeah.
think that? Do you think that Operation Raccoon City is a worse game than Umbrella Corps? Because I do.
No.
No.
I don't.
Okay.
No, I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, but personally, I think Umbrella Corps is worse because when I played Operation, I knew what I was getting myself into. I worked at GameStop then, so when everybody was bringing their copies back and telling me, I was like, "Ooh, this is not good." So when I finally got it for $13, I was like, "I know what I'm getting into," and I actually had such low expectations. I enjoyed it more than I thought.
Okay.
That's why. But I could see why you wouldn't.
That's
you know,
so funny how they're returning them. Oh my god.
Gameplay mechanic wise, yes.
Yeah.
Umbrella Corps runs pretty well for what it does, whereas in Operation Raccoon City, had horrible gameplay mechanics.
Well, the reason why I actually kind of liked Operation is because it was the first time we got to see areas from Resident Evil 2 remade in HD, some cutscenes with Burke, and I was like, that's freaking cool. And then
yes.
Honk, like that. There's things in there I actually thought was really cool.
The idea of a Ghost Recon 4-player squad-based versus Resident Evil is awesome.
Yeah,
I'm completely down with that, but it's just the execution.
it's the execution. Yeah. On paper, Operation sounded absolutely fantastic. Just the
Yeah,
execution.
God, I remember how excited I was for that game. Then I bought it, went home, and played it. I was like,
Yeah. All right. Let me throw this out there. I think between Resistance, Umbrella Corps, and Left 4 Dead mods, I think that's good. So if we, okay, do you guys agree that we should just do the poll of 3?
yeah, we
Or we
could
could just leave a short set Resident Evil 5 Mercenaries. Let's throw Mercenary on the list too.
Mercenaries would work. Can you do 4-player co-op for Mercenaries?
I think in Resident Evil 6 you can.
Okay.
So we'll have to switch that to RE6. I don't want to do that, but we'll let you guys decide.
Yeah. But we'll put it out there. Do the poll.
Yeah,
if people
I'm
want
gonna get
it.
the poll set up.
Ebola 2. I'd never even heard of Ebola 2.
I actually did hear about that randomly the other day.
Huh.
I know.
I
I
didn't
didn't
know
really.
Ebola 1.
Yeah.
Nice! I'm back.
Ah!
Hey, all right. I'll be right back.
Setting up. Yeah.
He's back. I'll be right back.
What I miss?
So basically, we're at $955 for just this stream. We said if we hit the goal of 1,000, we will do a bonus stream sometime down the road, a team stream. And we got Resistance, Umbrella Corps, Left 4 Dead with Resident Evil mods, or Resident Evil 6 Mercenaries. So we're going to put a poll out right now and let everybody vote on it. So if we hit
Mercenaries!
Yeah, I figured you do. We're doing Resident Evil 6 Mercenaries just for the fact that I believe you can have 4 people in that Mercenaries mode.
I don't know about that Mercenaries, but I think... Hold on, you know what? I'm going to check right now. I got my
5 only had 2, but I thought 6 had 4.
I know that you can do No Mercy with co-op on RE6, because RE5's No Mercy mode was just single player only, but you can do co-op.
Ah.
All right, hold on, let me check. I got it right here in front of me.
So 960, because thank you, Max, for that $5 super chat. We appreciate that, man.
Where's the thing on Rose's Twitter?
No, I'm gonna put it up on here. I'm setting it up right now.
Oh, okay.
So I'll just put Mercenaries for now until we figure out which one lets you have 4.
I mean, they have yeah, let's see. Yeah, join game, duo, split. Yeah, play with 2 players. Join game, join another player's game, create game mode, duo. Yeah, so you can only have 2 players for No Mercenaries. The Mercenaries No Mercy mode.
Which one lets you have
4? They have Agent Hunt, Survivor, Onslaught, Predator, and Siege.
Ah.
So yeah, Siege is like where you can either play as the creatures or you play as BSAA agents.
Oh.
Predator is take down your human foes as the powerful creature Ustank before they take you down. Oh, okay. It's one of
Say
those
you
moves.
stink.
Ustanok.
You stink.
You stink.
That's how I pronounce it. Okay.
That's the
You
best
stink.
mispronunciation I've ever heard.
I like it.
I can't read.
You stink.
Onslaught. Pull off as many combos as you can. The higher number, the more enemies that appear on your opponent's stage. Is that 4 players though?
I don't know where
I'm gonna check right now. Players. Really? Why would you?
I was under Cloudbot here. Holes.
That's so weird. Local, online, player match, one class. So check, can like you not do 4 players on any of these modes? I could have sworn there was one that you could. Like I mean, Onslaught you can apparently. But I think like Agent Hunt you can. Join players game as a creature. Yeah. We'll figure it out. I mean, like I said, we got games to play anyway, so.
Plenty of options.
Oh yeah.
I think, yeah, we're already past that mark anyway, so.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
I was putting this together.
Right, because John Curley just came in with $100.
Jesus, John Curley!
Wow.
Oh my god.
John Curley.
Thank you so much, John Curley. Dude, that puts us at $1,060 just for this event. Like, holy freaking crap. And that unlocks the challenge, so whatever you guys vote on, the most votes, that's what we're going to be doing a bonus stream for. We'll have to probably set that up throughout the month of January. We'll let you guys know, but damn. Thank you. Give it for John Curley in the chat.
Way to kick off 2021 with a good team stream for
Yes.
raising money for all the kids. That's awesome.
Call of Duty!
Call of Duty.
We
Man,
only
I think Call of Duty Mobile. I like that, Leon.
Oh no.
There's options. That's another game actually true. That I didn't. Considering it now, we could play like Zombies mode or something from one
That's
of the classic
true.
Call of
Actually. With the new Call of Duty World at War or World War, whatever it is.
Duty. We wouldn't even have to do it. We could get an old one. It's on sale, you know. And they got Zombies mode and everything since Black Ops 1. So,
That's
or actually,
true. We can buy the older ones.
World at War was the Japanese one, right?
I don't
World
know, I
at
don't
War,
really play
yeah.
them.
Yeah,
I only
that
play
was
like Warzone and stuff because I.
Seconds. We'll make this for... Make this 5-minute poll.
5-minute poll. Throw it up.
I'm trying to do math. How many 60
Here,
times 5?
No, not math.
It's 300 seconds.
30.
I got it, okay. My
It's
brain's
30.
just melting. Don't laugh at me. All right, I'm going to start the poll. So you guys, it's going to explain to you how to vote. And you got 5 minutes. We have 4 options. We have Resident Evil Resistance, Umbrella Corps, Left 4 Dead, Resident Evil Mods. That's one I want. And Resident Evil Mercs, Mercenaries mode. Whatever one lets us play 4 or whatever, 4 players. And I'm starting it. All right.
Place your bet. I mean,
Place your
cast your
bets.
vote.
I'm gonna okay, a poll has opened for bonus or row team stream. Use exclamation point. Okay, so I got it. I know I'm gonna do it. Vote 3, just to show everybody how you do it.
This is how we do it.
So I did vote 3. Left 4 Dead with Resident Evil mods. Let's see if it works.
What other games allow you to play as Birkin or ex-Nemesis in the same game?
You got to do exclamation point vote space and then the number. So
What are the games again?
Oh, it doesn't tell you. Crap.
It doesn't tell you what.
I'm gonna end this one. It doesn't.
No,
It doesn't. It doesn't. It didn't tell you. It just said 1, 2, or 3, or 4. It didn't tell you what the game.
Tell you what game it was.
Yeah, let me do that again. All right. Okay.
Why can't we just have something work for once?
That's fine. We're all just hanging out. This adds. We can't always be professional. Bonus routine 3.
I know I can't.
So option 1 is.
I just remember when you opened the door or the wall in this section, and those dudes are sitting there with the damn rocket launcher. The
Like,
RPG.
surprise, motherfucker!
I always say every time, surprise, motherfucker.
That part is just so like out of whack. Like they haven't been using guns up to this point, so it's just like really awkward. Like they have rockets.
This is that shift in Resident Evil right here.
Yeah.
From survival horror to more action survival horror.
Right?
JJ, you're in this game, by the way.
What? Who am? Oh, I am.
You're
yeah,
a very big man in this.
the dude with the Gatling gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I gotta kill him because there can only be one JJ.
You should cosplay as him.
It's gonna be really tough to kill him, but I'm gonna try to kill him. And yes, I'll do a cosplay as him.
Boss Spaghetti hears there can only be one, just walks in, shoots JJ in the head. It's like, dude, it was the wrong one!
How do you spell mercenaries?
Oh, that guy wasn't even doing anything, Becky. He was just walking on the other side. Checking.
You might
Looking
have been
over.
a threat.
Yeah, this section right here. Well, actually, I don't know if it's this one or the next one. Which one is where Ashley's locked up before she gets kidnapped?
That's like really soon.
I was gonna say, wait, which time? I feel like she's locked up a bunch of
I
times.
know. I died, or she died so many times because I shot her by accident.
Oh yeah, when you're gonna
True.
shoot the links off of her and shit. Yeah, that was bullshit.
That's what I nicknamed her Kenny because she died over and over. Oh my god, they killed Ashley! You bastards!
Like literally, I remember playing that the original time I played this on the GameCube. I was thinking to myself, you know what? I'm just gonna call it a day and tell the president that she fucking died and that there's this evil cult that did it, so he can just go firebomb everything. That would have been so much easier.
Sorry, Mr. President, I couldn't save her.
The first time I saw this room, I thought it was like the most beautiful room I've ever seen in my life, like in a game or in real life. Like look at it.
It is really cool, but then you're thinking, how the hell did they get the water in here?
Yeah, that's freaking me out. Like, what do they do?
Wait.
It's like
Why
the
would they
Egyptians.
Not only that, they make it like a complicated puzzle.
I know, something tells me they don't have like a filtering system in that water either, so it probably smells after a while.
Stinky.
All staggy, nasty poop water.
Yeah.
Grody. Grody.
Gross. That's a good word to use enough.
Grody. Because that's like a 90s term, wasn't it?
Really?
Wasn't it?
I thought it was a
I think
Zoomer
Grody
thing.
was a 90s word.
Okay.
It's very 90s. I remember it from Point Break.
Oh god.
Wasn't that?
I am an FBI agent.
I am an FBI agent. And Johnny Utah. You guys ever watch the? Is it Honest Trailers?
Yeah.
Talking
I've seen
about that movie. It's like you take somebody who apparently was pretty popular to Johnny Utah. People knew who he was, and you make him an undercover FBI agent. Oh yeah, he just change his name. Nothing. Yeah, probably not the best, but it's a great movie.
So good.
If we didn't have that, we would never would have got Fast and Furious.
I like those movies. Those movies are so stupid, but like I really just admire how much you're willing to be stupid. The earlier
Like the
ones
next
were
one's
good.
going to space or something.
Really? What?
I don't know if that's actually true or not and stuff, but what else do they have left to do but space?
True. They've already like fought with Shrek on the moon, so I mean.
All right, everybody. I started the poll. What do you want to see the Row team stream as our bonus for hitting $1,000 during this? Do you want to see Vote for Resistance, Umbrella Corps, Left 4 Dead with Resident Evil mods, or Mercenaries? And how you do it is just exclamation point vote space, and then you type in the one you want. I'm gonna do Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
The one that you get the names there. So we got I got vote Left 4 Dead. Jesse voted for Resistance. You don't have to put the number ultimate. You gotta just type in what it says above: Umbrella Corps, Left 4 Dead, Mercenaries, or Resistance.
That's a good mix so far. I'm looking at it like, wow, it's really could go any direction.
Keyboard's
Yeah,
not working.
yeah.
Good amount for Left 4 Dead. Good amount for Resistance.
We got Resistance and Left 4 Dead are tied. I'm watching it real time now. So we got 7 votes. We got 4 minutes left, and you guys vote for what you want to see us stream.
Hold them up.
It will be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Any of
Dude,
these.
I did play Resident Evil Left 4 Dead with RE mods like 2 years ago, I feel.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
we
did.
did.
You streamed it to Twitch.
On Twitch, we were doing some of the mods, and that was a lot of fun. They were really good maps, man.
They were
Hell yeah.
bullshit maps. We couldn't get out of the fucking lab.
Oh, yeah. Once we did RE2, we got stuck. We couldn't get out. But we
We
did
kept
good.
going up the fucking ladder, and just everything in the kitchen sink got thrown at us.
That would be fun to go back to that one. It's just a matter of time. At this point, which one are we actually doing next?
Ooh, Resistance is dominating with 10 votes.
I see it. People are just spamming
I
Resistance.
won't be able to play that.
Yeah.
Dude, we had a lot of people that actually wanted to see that on the channel. I do think a lot of people that haven't seen the Resident Evil mods for Left 4 Dead, though, would be really excited to see the mods because of how well they're done.
I don't think it's a matter of if. It's just a matter of when. We'll get to them. If we don't get
All
them,
these we will play at one point.
Yeah.
which one do you want us to see? Like,
Nope.
play?
If you guys don't vote on it, it's dead forever. Scrap from the channel. It's actually illegal for us to stream one of these games that lose on the channels. They're gone forever.
I'm gonna wind up it.
Ooh, Left 4 Dead's coming up. I guess this would be a good time for you guys on voice chat to promote the one you want to play the most, because we got another 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and when I started talking about Left 4 Dead, that went up a little
If
bit.
my vote gets in, I guarantee you that we will be playing Resident Evil Umbrella Corps.
Ooh. Come on, let's smash that Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead is for me too. I really would like to play that one again,
I
especially
miss
with
that
Back
game.
coming out later this year.
And just, dude, you get to play through 1, 2, and 3, and the entirety of the story is like there still, just in
We
Left
should
4
play
Dead form.
The movie mods where they did the movie maps.
Oh, they did?
I think there was one, if I remember correctly. I remember one was from the movie. Maybe.
That's
I do
awesome.
remember-
We'll
yeah.
play that. And we do a lot of Resident Evil fan mods on the channel, so I think that would fit the best for the content. You guys, again, you're voting. It's up to you guys what you want to see.
Mhm.
You guys helped us hit over $1,000 for tonight's stream, so you pick. We just appreciate the support for Toys for Tots. All
I'm
right.
down for it though, man. We have so much fun playing, like even Umbrella Corps, which was just, ugh. We had a blast playing that, man. On Twitch, when we used to do the community nights, we'd invite everybody to just load it up if you had it, and we would jump on and randomize whoever was in the match and play. It was fun.
I guarantee you it's fun to play with people. You can find enjoyment. But me personally, as like how you guys know how I'm like kind of picky with the content we do on the channel, because we want to keep it consistent. I really don't want Umbrella Corps on the channel. I'll do it if I have to, but I really don't want
It's like a
it.
stain.
It's like a stain. It is, yeah.
Honestly, I think what made that fun was I was DJing on the stream for that one, playing music, and we had like some horrible '90s club music going. Like not horrible, but like "What Is Love?"
I love that song.
We did. I forgot about that.
They're killing each other to that song, or like some old Michael Jackson and stuff.
That is fantastic. That
Can't
would
do
just
that
be
on
get
Twitch
slammed
anymore.
on
Yeah.
YouTube, but yeah.
DMCA and go wind up in jail now, apparently.
Oh God. They don't even give you a slap
Yeah.
on the ass cheek anymore. They just send you right to jail.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna be like Rorschach everything when everybody tries to pick on me. I'm like, you don't get it. You're locked in here with me.
Just attack the person.
Yeah.
10 seconds left.
Throws grease in the guys.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
12,
2,
95.
1. Ding, ding, ding. Resistance is the winner. You guys will be getting a team stream from us on the channel sometime next month of Resident Evil Resistance. You're
Nice.
welcome. That's all I gotta say.
I've never played it, so I'm excited for it. Let's do it.
I'm actually kind of excited for it, I'm not gonna lie. We did say we wanted to play that. We never did, aside from the beta.
Yeah. You know what, Sages X says, to be fair, Umbrella Corps would be okay, but no one plays it, so it's dead in the water. When we play, you'll see their servers spike.
It doesn't
Everybody
take
gets
much,
it
but we get that spike. Yeah.
Get a little bit of a spike. We've known to bring a couple games back from the dead for a night or two. But it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Let's do it. I've never
Yeah.
played it, so I have no idea how it works.
I'm
I
gonna
just
I'm gonna cosplay as one of the characters when I play. I don't know. I'm probably what's the girl that's in the yellow? I'm gonna cosplay as her.
Nice.
Yes.
Still
Really
crying
fun.
over here.
Why are you crying? It'll be fine.
I don't want to play it. Actually, yeah, well, we have that on Steam, right?
If you have Resident
Uh,
Evil 3, if you have
yeah.
Resident Evil 3 Remake, you have Resistance.
Yeah, they put it on
Just
Steam.
gotta
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say yeah, because when we all got it and everything like that, when we bought it, yeah, because I didn't play it on Steam at all.
install. Oh, really?
No, I didn't. I never played it.
Me either.
Everybody I know that was playing it on PS4, and I never got RE3 on the PS4. I don't think.
Oh.
No,
yeah, we
that's
all gotta
right.
get on
I was
PC.
supposed to get the collector's edition, but the fuckers, like with their pandemic and shit, I
Settle down. It's okay.
No, it's not okay. I didn't get my Jill statue,
Oh my god, I would be a little upset too. I'm not gonna lie.
dude. That statue's like $300 now.
Is it? I got one.
I got it.
Be right back.
Wait. Okay. So you have Ollie. You have it. You have it on PC?
No, but I can probably get it. Well, I
Okay.
can get it if we need it.
You don't have Resident Evil 3 Remake on PC?
I got the PS4.
Oh.
Remember, I had the PS4
Yeah,
version
figure it
before,
out.
like, when Capcom was talking to us and they let us get the code so we can review it early.
Yeah.
Or not necessarily early, but like the day of.
The day before, basically. Damn. Thanks,
so that way I
Capcom.
can get the interviews.
Yeah. No, yeah, okay. So we'll figure that out. What about you, Baggy? You got it for PC?
I do, yeah.
Cool.
So
And
we play
then
that.
Tony's got it, so we're good to go.
Welcome.
We're locked in. And we don't have to do it if we delete the stream.
Mm.
And we'll everybody that calls us out on Twitter will just block them. Yeah, just kidding.
Just
Never
giveaway.
happened.
Thank you.
What's up with donations? Says Wolf. All the donations from tonight's stream are going towards Toys for Tots. Wolf, you actually you won the hoodie, but they. What exactly do you mean? What's going on with the donations? Maybe a little more elaboration on there.
Thank you. What are you selling? What are you buying?
Just seeing if did we miss anybody's?
Come back.
Sorry, I got pulled away for a second. For what, super chats?
Yeah.
I am not sure. Do you
Oh,
have
it's not working. They said that's weird. It's working.
Oh, that's what he meant.
It's not working. Oh, that's weird. It keeps 404ing. Oh, that is really strange because it was working earlier. We completely doubled the goal, and when we hit our goal for tonight was 1,000, which was a lot. And we actually hit that, so now we're going to be streaming Resident Evil Resistance sometime next month. For a duel with Jack Krauser. Use the knife for the duel with Jack Krauser, says Leon.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Seth Boothroyd just donated $50. Damn it. Let's please give it up for Seth Boothroyd in the chat. That is
Jesus Christ,
insane.
dude.
Thank you so much, dude.
Wow. So it's working again, I guess?
It's working.
But you know, sorry, I had to leave. My dad needed something to eat real quick. But no, like even I'll play Resistance. Like I said, I was just kind of joking about it because I do want to play it.
Yeah.
Just to see like what all the hype was about and.
Hype? What hype, Tony? What are you talking about?
There was a lot of hype for it.
I know,
honestly.
I'm
People
just
were
kidding.
excited, and like I know, like
I'm kidding.
I mean, a lot of people in the community were playing. I saw like Josh the Medic playing with like a bunch of people too, and he was like falling in love with the game. And I'm like, dude, calm down. It's just a game. And he's like, it's not just a game, Tony.
There was a lot of people that got into it for sure.
And I do appreciate Capcom for taking chances.
Yeah.
You know, they do these little side games, spin-offs, like, you know, like Dead Aim. Or Survivor.
I agree with you. I appreciate them taking chances, but don't you dare fuck with my mercenaries.
Core game, leave the core game alone.
Yes. Do whatever the fuck you want to do, but put mercenaries in it.
I mean, honestly, I would really like to see what do you call it? I would really like to see like another full-on Mercenaries game. Like the 3DS one, again, it was a great idea.
Yeah.
It was just horribly executed. Like I said, I like playing it from time to time on the 3DS, but it's very lacking. But the foundation is there. Like you could build so much.
Oh yeah, that's good. I like that separate, like a full mercenaries game. That was cool. Anonymous donated $20. Thank you so much, Anonymous.
You're welcome. That was me.
You're not anonymous anymore.
I'm anonymous. I didn't even know there's an option for my name on there, but I think it's for the kids I need to donate to.
Oh, that was you?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
That happened to that happened to Nick when I was streaming last week. He joined in and stuff like that, and he was anonymous. And he's like, Tony, I don't know what happened, but I did donate, but I was anonymous, but I don't know what happened. I was like, yeah, it's a thing on YouTube. Like I think you gotta uncheck it in order to like be not anonymous or something.
Yeah.
No worries.
Must be something new that they did.
Yeah, because before we started doing the Toys for Tots, I don't think I ever noticed that there was an anonymous option.
No, because it was we did it differently. They would donate to us, then we would donate ourselves.
Yeah.
But now it goes directly to the foundation, so that it has that option. It's a new thing,
I'm glad
which
they
is
did
so
that. That
convenient.
makes it really makes it easier because we were managing, like, when we do this before, it'd be like, okay, this much was during this stream, this much was during that stream. These people sent it to PayPal. These people did super chats. Okay, we got to get money from YouTube later to put. It's like it was just so complicated. Now it just goes all Toys for Tots.
So convenient.
It's nice.
Yeah.
And we don't get our grubby hands on it. So I said during the last stream. Just jokes.
The unknown. Should I buy RE4 for PC? I already own it for PS2 and PS4. Why
yes, it is the smoothest
On
and
PC?
best looking on PC. And you can get the Ultra HD mod. The fans just finished that. It was, I believe it was like two guys, and they've been working on it for years, and they just finished it. And it just upscales all the textures in the game to like 4K up to 8K or something. It just looks amazing. It's glorious. It's like a 15 gigabyte download though. I had it. It's probably more than that now.
Yeah, it's still better than like Warzone at 200 fucking gigs.
Damn, that's
Yeah,
insane.
I see Humble Bundle pop up all the time doing Capcom sales, Resident Evil sales. So it's definitely, if you want it, keep an eye out for, like, right now the winter sale's on, so you probably get a pretty decent price on Steam.
That's
I want
right.
to get Star Wars Squadrons, and I hope it's on sale. Now that you said that, I'm gonna go check.
Well, it's not a Capcom game, but
Winter sale, dude.
Steam, man, Steam is like, I like I said, I have like 250 games in my Steam library just because of Steam sales. When they
I know,
drop
they're
down
dangerous.
Like $3, I'm like, I gotta buy it.
Oh,
I gotta buy it.
it's on sale for $20, $23.
there you go.
I
Is
might,
that the VR one?
the VR, yeah, the VR Star Wars game. I want to get that. I've been wanting to. Steam, why you do this to me?
I feel so bad. Damn games that I never play.
I
But I support
know.
the publishers, support the developers. I'll
Yeah.
play them.
Do I really need to support EA though?
No,
No.
but support good
But I
games.
do want to play it. Yeah.
Show them that what we really want.
Yeah.
Star
All right,
Wars
guys.
Squad is pretty good. So
And it's VR, and I love VR. I just got
Yeah.
done with Mandalorian. I don't want to give any spoilers.
God,
God damn, I love that show.
so good.
It saved Star Wars. Thank you, John Favreau. Thank you.
I do agree that in a sense it did kind of save Star Wars for as far as my fandom goes for the series. I was just like, I finally have that feeling again.
How much fan service, how many characters were brought into it from other beloved properties that don't get the attention,
Yeah.
and just so many like little details, like this thing from this game 20 years ago is now real within the world of Star Wars, which is so cool, man.
It is, yeah. I think after our Toys for Tots stream, we do our after party at Bar Jack for our ROE YouTube members, and it was usually we just talk about whatever. That was literally the Star Wars podcast. Like we just that and Marvel. It was Marvel and Star Wars podcast. We just like went deep, way off topic from Resident Evil.
It's good
Yeah,
though.
I think like the Mandalorian is great, and like obviously I'm not gonna say what happens, but certain stuff that's coming in the future and stuff for Star Wars is looking very, very promising. And I think like that's the thing, like there is so much throwback to the older movies that are done the right way. They're not just thrown in there for nostalgia's sake. There's a reason. I think it's pretty well done for the most part.
For sure. Beggy, do you watch Mandalorian?
I've never been into that really. Like I've actually like I saw the Star Wars movies when I was like super duper young. I don't remember or didn't really care for them anyway. But recently been getting like very into other kind of similar content like Star Trek. But
Okay.
so the only thing I like about Mandalorian is the baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Why is
Like,
it technology?
Goku.
Grogu.
No, I know, but I call him Goku.
Oh, you call him Goku?
Yeah.
He actually has a name. But yeah, I'm Vega. That's kind of the same way. Like I've watched the movies. I appreciate them for their impact on pop culture and everything they've done. But I was never like a huge Star Wars fan. I just appreciated the movies, but it's not like something I cared about,
right.
But
yeah.
Mandalorian has really put me over the mark on that. And this is maybe taboo to people, but I liked Rogue One a lot because it didn't feel so much like a Star Wars movie.
I liked Rogue One.
Rogue One was Rogue One. The difference with that was like people weren't happy with how the new trilogy was going. So
Yeah.
Rogue One comes out of nowhere. It's like nobody asked for it, and it did exactly what fans wanted it to do, especially like that final scene of it and
The
everything.
Darth Vader scene was the best part of that movie.
That
Hands
I mean,
down.
like that whole movie's great, but yeah, that scene, I'm just like,
It
holy
made it all
shit,
worth it.
Vader has never been that badass before in his life.
Yeah.
And
I didn't
know
like
that
that.
pissed a lot of people off, but a lot of my friends that are in like big Star Wars groups and actually are in like the Rebel Legion, all like those official ones that do cherries and stuff like what we do. They were telling me, they're like, no, dude, you're right. Like the complaint we've always had about Darth Vader is he just stands there. Everything. He doesn't really do too much. And
Maybe has a fight every once in a while.
but even his fights are kind of set. Actually, there's a great thing that just got
Talking about he
shared.
fought Obi-Wan Kenobi in the first of the original trilogy.
That
He had gotten
epic-
right around. It would have been a different story. I'm just saying.
that
Epic
got
Kenobi.
remade.
Oh
Actually.
yeah, it was really good. The remake of it was really good. I was more kind of pointing jokes at how in the original, it was good for what it was, but it was a whole lot of standing and swinging.
Yeah.
You know, so he did just a joke. He technically was just standing there too.
Swinging
He's
his
just
sword.
standing there, menacingly.
But I just like how they open the characters up, and I like that Mandalorian has set up for so many other stories to come out. Like now,
Oh, yeah. Don't
you know,
tell.
like no,
Yeah,
I'm not
we
gonna.
can't say what it is, but
If you haven't seen it by now, go check it out. What Disney announced a couple weeks ago at
Yeah.
their financing meeting, all that stuff that they do. But they announced a lot of Star Wars show, and a lot of them are very interesting. That take on characters from different parts of the universe and give them their own stories now, or expanding on other stories, bringing back characters that we haven't seen from movies and stuff. Or you should know that the Kenobi series is coming. They announced that a long time ago, but that
They
kind of
did,
stuff is exciting, man. That's like really interesting content, and Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni know what they're doing with it,
They
which I
do.
really appreciate.
You know, when this year when they said movies were dying and it's all going to go to streaming, I was really upset. But after watching The Mandalorian, if Marvel and Disney can do that same quality TV, I'm like
I'm
so much
sick
more
of
on board.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
that investment meeting, all the Marvel shows, all the Star Wars shows. Like I'm hooked, man.
Yeah,
That's earning my monthly subscription now. If you're
100%.
literally show after show after show, because next month is WandaVision, and then it goes
Yeah.
into Loki, and then it goes like all these shows are lined out for years to come,
And
and they are.
Yeah.
they've got a plan. And one of the good things I liked about The Mandalorian, it's not like spoiling anything. It's about the length of the show. Every
Mhm.
episode is like between like 30 minutes to almost an hour sometimes, and I like that. But
Yeah.
at the same time, yeah, but each
I'll take
episode,
what I get.
yeah, but like each episode's only like 8 episodes. Like each season's only 8 episodes, and I'm like, I like that. I don't want to kind of just sit down and watch a series that's like 26 episodes. I ain't got time for that anymore.
Yeah.
And then how many
It's
times like you watch a
bite-sized.
series that has 26 episodes in one season, and you're just like, these aren't even that good anymore. Like
Yeah.
by keeping them condensed, you're not like running your story writers ragged.
They found a good middle ground for the length of that to keep you invested, keep it exciting, and not just do unnecessary filler.
Yeah, exactly. That's the word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Chris real quick with that $5 super chat. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you, man. But no,
Actually,
you're right. Like, it's all good. It's all good what's coming and everything, which is great. And like I said, WandaVision technically is kicking off, I guess, like the next phase of the Marvel universe, which is going to be very, very different.
The multiverse.
Yep. I mean, look at the Spider-Man stuff. We're supposed to get the other two Spider-Mans back at one point. The guy playing Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire's
Andrew
back,
Garfield.
Andrew Garfield.
Oh, God.
um,
No, this is
Alfred.
turning into the Marvel Disney podcast.
The Marvel
Alfred,
cast.
what is
Roadcast
Alfred?
Marvel.
The guy who plays Doc Ock is Alfred something. Is it Alfred Perez?
Alfred Molina.
Molina, there it is. Molina.
Oh.
Ah, my best friend's last name is Molina.
I was gonna say.
But yeah, we're over here diving into Disney Plus.
Yeah, we'll get back on
Subscription
track.
You know what? People are loving it. I assume.
Unknown Anonymous donated $5. Thank you, Anonymous. And then Bone Dude Ramen with a $20 super chat. Thank you so much, dude. We appreciate that. And to everybody, thank you. Do you guys want to probably wrap her up here and just do a real quick recap on? You guys want to do that? Good.
Sure.
All
I think
right,
you okay with that?
dude. She's in the zone.
It's your
Wait,
stream, Beg.
okay with wrapping up and what? Sorry.
Cool. Wrapping it up. I mean, I'll let you get to Ada here first, but we'll start wrapping it up now.
Okay, sure. Are we gonna leave it at Ada?
Yeah, we're gonna leave it at
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds fun.
Ada.
She's like, I'm done.
Maybe she wants to keep going. She's all like jacked
Dude,
up.
she's in the zone.
She's cruising, man.
This
And
game,
again,
yeah, like I haven't played it in a minute, and just like all of this stuff coming back is like really nice to experience again.
You
Oh, yeah.
kicking
It's good.
ass, though.
Yeah, you are. It makes me it's fun to watch, but it makes me feel bad about how I play it.
Now when Becky does all of our game and we just get to talk.
From now on, I'm just gonna be like, whenever Corey and I do the series, I'm just gonna have Baggy playing, but I'm gonna have the controller in my hand, and people are gonna be like, "Hey, you're
He's a
getting really
ghost
good at this," but then they're looking at my hand and it's not moving. It's just Baggy playing.
Wolfenstein. Becky took some G Fuel.
Yeah.
Yep,
that pro-
got that G Fuel
Pro code.
on fire. Use our code ROE for a discount.
If you want to play like Becky and be on that pro level,
Yeah,
you get that Row G Fuel.
she's probably on a whole bunch of G Fuel right now.
Maybe you guys, if we buy enough, they'll give us our own flavor.
That would
Get
be
that
amazing.
fried treatment.
With a shaker. It would
Right.
taste. It would literally taste like. It would be called. Oh God, we had a name for it in one of our past streams. I wish I knew what it was. It would be called like zombie fuel or T-virus or something. It would literally taste like really
G-virus,
bad.
G-fuel.
It would taste like
does a body mutation.
mud mixed with rotten flesh, mixed like something just absolutely disgusting.
Like black licorice.
No, I think it was the G-virus we were gonna call it. It was gonna taste like G-virus pus or something. I don't know.
Horrible.
Something absolutely
I love it.
disgusting. People would buy it to do challenges with it.
You gotta call it Cinnateropa. Cinnateropa. The first aid spray, and it'll taste like it'll have hints of like lemon lime in it.
Oh,
It'll taste like Mountain Dew.
that's good. I like that. Yeah.
Cinnateropa or cinnamon flavored. Ugh. I love cinnamon, but I don't know about drinking a cinnamon drink like that. That'd be a little too much. Anyways,
Yeah.
get off on another tirade here.
We'll do green herbs like Shadow King says, but we'll just mash up a bunch of plants and put it
It'll
in.
be all minty.
Yeah, I was
It'll
gonna
be all
say.
mid-
It'll taste like a what are they called? The mint alcohol
Mint
drink.
julep.
Oh, peppermint schnapps.
Oh, not that one. The
Mint
what's
julep.
the one that has
Dr.
mint leaves-
McGillicuddy's.
has mint leaves in it? What is it called?
I just said it. I think it's mint julep.
Mint
No.
julep. It's got a different one I'm thinking of.
I know what you're talking about. It's-
Mojito.
Mojito.
Oh,
Oh,
Mojito flavor. There
You're
you
asking
go.
the guy who doesn't
Love
drink,
it.
so.
Dude, we
Yeah,
will
I
call
know.
it. We'll call our brand of G Fuel herbs, and it'll
Rojito.
taste like mojitos. I love it.
Rojito.
It's actually good. Let's
There
do
we
it.
go.
I'm gonna contact my rep.
He's like, yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, you guys, you're not on PewDiePie's
You guys
level
know.
yet, so maybe get good, scrubs.
I don't want to be on that guy's level. I'm not racist.
No, it's not. God. All right. Well, now moving back into the G Fuel.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, like the thing about G Fuel, like when you said like that they wanted to partner with us, I was really honestly blown away. I was like, either like
too.
they know how to do business or they're just really doing good because like I mean, you know, like we're not like levels of some guys are out there. Like they've got like Angry Joe and a bunch of other guys who have got like
Yeah,
2
he's on
million
that.
followers, and then
I know.
we've only got like 200K. I mean, that's still an accomplishment, but I'm like, wow, like they're really willing to work with everybody. I like that.
Well, it was amazing because, yeah, obviously, like, I never thought they would want to work with. Ro's doing really well, but we're not on the level of some of these big people that they're sponsoring. But the thing is that G Fuel is actually a product that I fully back. Like, to do Vigil stuff, Ro stuff, work, family, like, I need that energy and that focus. And the guys at work actually are the ones that recommended it to me because when I got on the shift, they're like, why are your numbers so good? They're like, bro, we drink G Fuel. And I started drinking it, and I was like, oh, this stuff's legit, man. There's no jitters or anything. It just gives you that focused energy. And I was like, I was like, I get behind this.
I always thought like going to conventions, you know, G Fuel is usually there. They'll have a booth, and you could go. And I liked going and getting the samples, and that what is like drove me to buying their product because I actually do like it. It does give you a nice energy boost. It helps you kind of focus, but there's no. It's not like I used to take Rip Fuel when I was in the military, like religiously, which is really bad for you.
Well,
Or
real quick, Ada Wong is on G Fuel right now.
Yeah.
she kicked his ass.
It is true.
So I used to take those, and they were really what drove me to get through my days. They gave me all the energy, but they always made me like real nauseous and sick and jittery. And G Fuel doesn't do that. It's just a nice, smooth drink that makes you feel a little more alert and attentive.
Exactly. I don't get that sick, like you're talking about, like the nauseous. I don't get that with G Fuel.
And we're not
that,
like
yeah.
not pitching it here. We're just giving our actual rundown.
on it, yeah.
See you around.
That's for
good
sure.
stuff. Better than drink.
We haven't fully discussed it as a team before. Like I always talk about it, but I never like, hey, did you guys drink it? What do you guys think? So
Yeah.
I like the
You know,
blue
you
ice
get-
flavor the best.
everybody keeps telling me to get
That's
that.
awesome. I like that one so much.
Everybody
And the
keeps telling
Crush
me to get that.
Bandicoot one, the Wampa juice or whatever. That one's awesome.
Yeah. Well, if you guys want to purchase any G Fuel, we got a link down below in the description. Use code ROE at checkout, and you get a discount. Sometimes it's 10%, sometimes it's 30%. Just depends on what specials are running, but and it helps support us. So thank you. But here's where we're gonna leave off tonight. So again, to everybody that has been a part of this Toys for Tots, that has made it as epic as it has turned out. Thank you guys so much for supporting us, for supporting Toys for Tots, for just everything. Like you guys, we wouldn't be where we are without you guys. So thank you all. Our goal was 3,000 for 4 streams, and we are currently at 6,000 $582 out of 3,000. So not only did we double, but we've exceeded. So thank you guys so much. We had a goal of 1,000 just during this stream, and we crushed that. And because of that, we're going to be doing a live stream with the ROE team in January, playing Resident Evil Resistance as voted on by you guys. So thank you so much, guys. I hope you guys all have good, safe holidays. And I just appreciate you guys all so much. So thank you. So I'll pass it on now to one of you guys if you have any closing words.
Yeah,
I'll go.
Again, yeah, go ahead, Tony. I'll go after you, and then we'll wrap it up with Beggy since this is her
Yeah.
stream.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know, for everybody that's donated over this time, like I know this holiday has been rough for people. This whole year has been rough for people, and the fact that you guys crushed the goals because we kind of like, I mean, they were relatively small, and you guys just came out of nowhere and crushed it. And again, during a time where it's really hard for a lot of people, you guys really pulled together for the kids this year, and it's really amazing to see what people can do even when the times are down.
Are you guys cutting out, or is that just me? Yeah, I think you guys are cutting out. Okay, I might actually have just cut out of the entire meeting. Let me rejoin. This is awkward. Okay. It's reconnecting.
Where we go?
Hello? Okay,
Thank you,
okay,
cut
okay.
us out.
Yeah.
Beggy, you cut out our closing words.
This happened the other time when we were having the panels. It literally just like kicked me out of everything but kept everyone else okay. Like 3
Dude,
times.
she did it purposely. I appreciate her humor. She's like, they're gonna go and talk, and I'm just gonna mute them.
No. That's not what I did.
They're probably saying a lot of nice things right now, but ha, got them.
Oh, they're still saying that everything left, and then we're quiet now. What happened?
Yeah.
Apparently, they're like JJ's awesome AOL internet.
Well, I'm not streaming it. And it's dial-up. Get it right. It's dial-up.
I'm still blaming you.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll take the heat.
Yes.
Basically, to recap what we said is we appreciate you guys, your generosity, your making our Toys for Tots 2020 epic. There's been a lot of hardships this year. It's been difficult for everyone. So by you guys helping, just coming here to watch, sharing the streams, helping support the kids less fortunate, we appreciate it. You've made so many kids' holidays so much better this year. So thank you guys. Then I'm going to pass it to you guys. Okay. I was recapping.
Okay.
I think that covers it, Beggy.
Oh, okay. Are you guys good then?
Yeah.
It was
Okay,
so much
sounds good.
better the first time, but is what it is, I guess. Just kidding.
This was your first official ROE. This is your baby stream, right?
Yes.
You haven't streamed on the channel before. You've been part of the team streams, but this was all you. You crushed it, really. Thank you so much, and I know you
Nailed
probably
it.
your thoughts on it.
Thank you. Yeah,
We-
it was super interesting. Like this game, I feel like I haven't actually this one in particular. I played Code Veronica recently. I played Resident Evil 2 Original recently, but this one I haven't touched in a very long time. It's nice coming back to it, and super fun hanging out in chat with Nick Apostolides and his brother. So yeah, huge thanks to everyone. This has been a really amazing experience. This whole year really has been a journey of creating just amazing content that I've never been able to reach this many people before, and I found so many new bright minds in the Resident Evil community that have really helped with my own content. So I'm very grateful for that. Yeah, just wanted to say thank you. Thanks everyone.
Thank you. You definitely killed it, and I did pressure you before the stream.
Yeah.
I said, no pressure, Beggy. You're only going to have a potential future Leon Kennedy watching you play Resident Evil 4, and it's not like he's going to be judging your every move. And you killed it, even
Thank you.
after I pressured you.
We're all impressed anyways. You
Yeah.
crushed the game. So.
You guys helped a lot, honestly. Doing this stream individually is pretty difficult, but I have the whole team chatting, then I'm much more able to just focus. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Thank
good.
you.
It's really good. So again, thank you guys very much. We appreciate you all. We appreciate the support, and we'll be seeing you again in January with the continuation of Resident Evil Code Veronica, and we'll be doing a bonus Resident Evil stream of Resistance, as voted on by you guys. And we have, aside from that, we have so much more content coming up. So thank you all again so much for watching. We hope you all have a good night. Happy holidays, and I hope you guys are all safe. Thank you guys. Good night.
See ya.
Good night. Love you.